Welcome in, boys. How are we?
Good.
Legends. Oi, guys, welcome in Zilla Patch Podcast, episode 30, with Crispy and Vanguard. Fucking Vanguard, I feel like we got deja vu here, bro.
No, right?
Yeah, crazy. If you guys don't know, me and Vanguard did do a podcast prior, but, Twitch VOD, it's gone now.
Twitch had a
But that's all right. We can reestablish a couple of things and have a bit of fun with it. Why not? Oh, Jesus. It's backtracking on my phone. No, we got that sorted. All right. Dudes, how you been? How's things?
just moved in. Actually, just rebuilt my whole setup today.
Oh, really? Where'd you move to?
I had to move out because my house flooded.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Redid everything today.
That's
Fuck
crazy.
that. Fuck
And
that.
put up the new light. The old light's on the floor. It's broken. That's why it's red, not blue.
It's broken. Oh, shit. That's terrible. And Crispy, how you been, man?
I've been good, man. Just busy.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Nice. All right. Well, first of all, for those in the Zilla Patch who are unaware of who you are, I'm going to get you guys to do little brief intros of yourselves, like what you do, what you're all about, where you're from, and, all the bits and pieces about the gaming stuff. We'll get to that as well, but let's just get some introductions underway. Crispy, I'll let you go first.
It's always me. Well, I live in Minnesota. I currently build custom cabinets for a living, and I do a lot of stuff outdoors besides when I'm gaming or supporting on Twitch, YouTube,
Nice.
etc.
Nice. Very good. And what do you when you stream and when you gaming is like is that something you picked up as a kid, or is it something you picked up in later life, or?
Man, I think the first time I played video games, I was probably 3 years old.
Oh shit! You started early.
25 years of video games, yeah.
I fucking love that. Yeah. I'm similar, man. The first thing I ever picked up was a Game Boy, and I was just like, I'm stoked. I'm done now. I'm stuck. I'm never gonna stop playing this fucking thing.
I remember the Pokemon days on Game Boy. Those were fun.
Yeah, those were the best.
Yeah, they are OG Pokemon too. We're not talking about the new Pokemon that you can finish in 10 minutes. We're talking about the original Pokemon that took you years to master. Like, I still can't finish that fucking game. I've had it for like 20 years. It's just ridiculous.
It's not easy.
No, that's crazy. I find that though, actually, like games have gotten a lot easier. Like when it comes to like games like that. Do you know what I mean? Like original games that were like, say like Pokemon, or like, well, for instance, like the original Modern Warfare campaigns and stuff were a lot harder than they are now. Like even, I mean, how many, like all the Game Boy games I find, like even Nintendo games. You remember how hard Mario 64 was? Like, or Banjo Kazooie.
Not too long ago. That was so hard.
You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. All these games, these original fucking games, are just like so hard, and then they bring them back as like new titles, and they just piss easy. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's that whole instant gratification button that the young kids like have these days, and they can't, if they don't get that in 5 minutes, they just get a new game.
Everyone gets a trophy,
Oh mate, it's just too many options. There's too many options. That's why when we were kids, it was like, here's the game you get to play. There is no other games to play. Like it's just like there's a very limited variety of games, and so they made them difficult because they didn't have any reason for them not to be difficult. Whereas like now, there's like a million games you could choose from, and they're like, well, if we make this game too hard, this kid's just gonna give up real easy. So we're not gonna fucking use that, are we?
Yeah, it's not as much of a grind anymore. The only thing that's a grind is camos.
Yeah, that's so true. That's probably why we all do it so much, because we're suckers for punishment.
Unless you play Ark, that whole game is a grind.
Yeah, I never played it.
I can't play Ark. I cannot play it. I think I lasted 5 minutes, and I died about 5 times in 5 minutes.
Oh, fuck that. Vanguard, same to you. Give us the lowdown, mate.
So I'm Vanguard. I'm from New York originally. Been in the military for 8 years, 8 months now. Currently in Colorado. Been gaming literally my whole life. One of the oldest games I can remember playing is Duck Hunt. Back in the day, Duck Hunt.
Oh shit!
That's one of the oldest, in like Gex and all that. Love been loved gaming ever since. Like always, my parents hated it. They're like, stop playing video games. You're never gonna do anything with them. And here I am today, with an awesome community with you guys, and yeah.
100%.
Oh, and I'm moving here in a few months to Texas. Cannot wait.
Nice. God's country, they say.
Yeah, the greatest country in America.
Yeah, that's the one. I've been there. I agree. I fucking love that place. It's one of my favorite places to visit. Honestly,
Greatest country on the planet. Yep.
It really was. I was, like it was just always the difference between states blows my fucking mind. Like if you're in Australia, right, and you go from like, New South Wales, which is where I live in Sydney, to Brisbane, which is in Queensland, so like north. It's sort of like Queensland is like sort of real like holiday destination sort of state. It's similar to like Florida, right? And in that regards, but then like Sydney's sort of like the working capital, similar to like say New York or something like that, right? If you can picture that. So it's very different, but at the same time, like it's not that different. Do you know what I mean? It's just like everyone works here. The business capital of the world is here, and up there is just like they it's more like the tourism capital. Whereas like you go south to Melbourne, which is Victoria, so each place is about 1,000 kilometers north and south of here, which is say miles would be, let me think, 700 miles maybe, and so Melbourne is like the arts capital of the world. So. And that's basically LA. You know what I mean? Like that's just it's all about art, music, movies, that kind of shit. Whereas like Sydney's just like I'm here to make some money. It's essentially the whole idea of this city, because it was like where we all started, I guess. And then you go to Perth and no one gives a fuck about Perth, so I'm not going to talk about that. But it's all good. No, but seriously,
not that special.
Yeah, and I when I was traveling in America, every single state was different. Every place was like a different country. It was crazy.
Yep.
It didn't matter where I was. And that's like
we have the biggest mall in the world here in Minnesota.
Yep, the Mall of America.
The biggest mall?
Mall of America.
Really?
Mall of America, yes.
How big are we talking?
I mean, I don't even here. Hang on. Wonder if I can get like a square footage.
That's right, yeah.
I'd love to know, because like I mean there's not enough people here to make a big like anything. to be honest, like
hey, chat, hop over to
5.6 million
YouTube.
total square feet.
Wow, that's huge. That's fucking like football field size, like even more.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
massive.
Wait, it's not the largest mall in the world anymore. I'm sorry, it's now the largest mall in the United States. I think they built a bigger mall in like the United Arab Emirates or something.
I think UAE has it.
It's because they have all the money. That's why they get to build everything as big as they like, because they have unlimited
They have
funds.
so much money.
They live on oil, literally. Like their whole like
It must be nice.
country is just made of oil. Like it's crazy. That's the thing, though, right? Like every country has its assets, but that's what That's why
the Iran Mall is the largest in Tehran.
Really?
That's the city. Yep.
That's a weird place for it.
Yep.
Huh.
Super random. I didn't know. That's wild. Well, fact of the day, everyone.
Hey, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
You really do.
Dudes, like, how's the families? Give us the lowdown on the families, friends. What have you been up to? And you got anything exciting coming up? Anything you want to mention to the guys?
My family's pretty good for the most part. Friends are all pretty good. I don't really go out and do much anymore. I work so damn much. I work and come home and support on Twitch and do it all over again till Friday, and then stream Fridays and Saturdays.
Nice. I got all your links as well.
Yeah, I'd say the same. Family's good. Everyone's good. Just grinding out at work. We've been very busy training. Been in the field the last 2 weeks. That's why last weekend, that unsuspected training again. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Here we are. But upcoming events, nothing really. Just more work.
I know.
And just streaming every night. People ask me how do you balance work and streaming, and I don't know. I just do it.
No, I get that, dude. I get that. I mean, we're all
Wake
busy
up
in
at
some
5 in the
different way.
morning. Yeah,
Dude,
wake up at 5 in the morning, work all day, stream until midnight.
I don't even go to
couldn't
bed
do
till
it.
like 4 a.m. So I'm not getting up at 5. I can guarantee you.
That's when I wake up is 4 a.m. for work.
Yeah,
we had
I'm,
a pop up. The field just popped up on us. They were like, "Hey, we're going out to the field in 2 days." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "When are we coming back?" And they're like, "Friday." And I was like, "Great."
Do you find that happens a lot in military, where like they just call you up and you just off you go?
So you'll do like hip pocket training where like, "Hey, go train the dudes in like the area that you're like your COF area, your company operating facility, or go out to one of the TAs and just do some training for the day with your guys." This was a squad or company level training, well, squad level training, but company ran. So we had to
Yeah.
go out there and validate and all that.
Okay.
But usually everything's planned. Like right now, that for us, the next 4 weeks is all EIB training, expert infantry, infantryman badge training. 3 weeks of training, 1 week of testing. I'm not partaking in that. I'm just going to be doing other stuff, taking care of the vehicles and anyone that's not partaking in EIB.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's gonna be a
So
lot of late nights.
I got a question about that as well. When it comes to your job, what's the most challenging part of your job? Do you think? What's the most challenging aspect of what you do, and like what do you enjoy the most as well?
So I got some guys in my chat right now that are military, and I think they can agree with me. The stupid people, literally the lack of common sense. There's no common sense in the military. Like, it is funny. Everyone thinks like discipline and all that. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Exactly. Like, just putting up with people that you expect to know their job or at least learn their job and are just here for collecting a paycheck. I think that's the most challenging thing, is working around that.
Just waiting to be told what to do.
And motivating people that don't want to be motivated, honestly, I'd say is the hardest part. Otherwise, literally right place, right time, right uniform, and don't complain about your job. Like, just do it.
Just shut the fuck up and do it. Literally.
Yeah. Like, listen to myself, the other leaders, and do your job.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point of like hierarchical military, right? Like you just report to the person.
Oh, and
above
dealing
you.
with officers, dealing with lieutenants and captains. Yeah, they're highly praised because they got a college degree, and they're like,
Doesn't mean they have good
yeah.
listening skills.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or common sense. I get that. Same question to you, Crispy. What's as your job goes, and I mean, how long have you been doing the cabinet making and stuff for?
Well, this is kind of like an in-between job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've basically known how to make cabinets my whole life. I own my own remodeling company for a number of years. I have work in houses that are upwards of $7.5 million. But this is kind of like I parted ways with the guy I was working with. I was running his company, and he was just really, really underpaying me. He wasn't listening to things I wanted him to do, to help better the company.
Mm-hmm.
So we parted ways, and now I really don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Honestly, I'm thinking about going back to school for something else here.
Yeah. What are you interested in?
I don't know what yet though.
Yeah. I get that.
I might go get recertified as a welder, because I used to be a certified welder. I actually just got a job offer like 2 days ago to go weld for a guy. So I might take him up on that.
Okay.
Welding is such good money. I mean, we're talking $45 an hour.
Shit, that's not bad.
Well, that's something I want to get into as well. My whole family knows how to weld, but me.
Welding is just it's almost mesmerizing once you start. That's like not the word for it, but like it's just very intriguing. Once you watch the electricity create the heat and melt the metal, and it's just really cool.
Yeah, I get that. I like it reminds me kind of when I'm making gasket seals for engines. So like, when you're welding and you're like making it perfect, and a good weld over a shit weld, you can see it, right? And then like for me, it's like when I'm putting an engine together and I have to make like gaskets with like glue or grease or whatever it might be, and I'm making the gaskets like by hand, and like it has to be like the perfect pattern. And as you do it, you kind of like, you know, going back over it, and you just like, and as soon as it looks perfect, you're like, fuck, I'm gonna fuck this up in 2 seconds when I bolt this on, but it looks good. It looks great right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like
Yep,
that
exactly.
aesthetically pleasing sort of situation. I totally understand what you mean.
I mean, ideally, I guess in the end, I would like to just work for myself again, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
Mm.
That
I
would
get
be
I get that. I mean,
that'd be nice.
I've had my own company for 4 years, like, and I'm closing doors next month. So I think it's just like, I don't know. It was really good, like while it was good, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
it's just the time. It's just the right time for me, like to you know, maybe shift careers a little bit and do something different. I think for me, it's just like, I've been doing this job for 14 years. Like, I've been a mechanic for 14 years. I've done
Yep.
every single like job you can possibly do in the whole industry. And I've also worked for myself. So I'm like, you know, I think it's time to like move on. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't really decided, to be honest. Like, I just know
That's where
that
I'm
I just know that I just don't I don't want to keep doing the same thing. And I'm just going
Same
to,
boat I'm in too.
yeah, I'm
With
just
getting
gonna,
out of the military.
yeah, we're all at the same point in life, literally, just in a different circumstance. So it's like, okay, well, what do we do next? Like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I got
Like,
job offers for working in the refinery and working with oil, and it's like, am I gonna go to the apprenticeship route? Am I just gonna apply for jobs and then do a 2 year schooling uh, for a different job, which is P-Tech, or am I gonna go into pipe fitting, welding? Those are like all the
That's a
options right
good
now
one.
I'm doing.
Pipe fitters is a good one.
My
Man.
uncle's fiance, she does pipe fitting, and she made last year I think like 120,000.
it's not
Yep.
bad for not like working for someone.
Electricians too.
Yeah,
Well,
my
up here
uncle's
in
an electrician.
Minnesota,
My uncle's an electrician at a
you start out
oil
at
refinery.
75,000 pretty much. I mean, you can make well over 100,000 within your first couple of years out of the apprenticeship.
Crazy, dude. I think that's great. I think that's awesome. For me, I'm just gonna do odd jobs until I decide what I'm gonna do. Like, I've got all the tools necessary to do pretty much anything. Like, because I've been, when it comes to mechanics, we have to buy all our own equipment. Like, so
Yeah.
over the years, I've accumulated, I'm talking like $30,000 in tools. So I just have tools everywhere, man. So I literally,
Wow.
I could rebuild a fucking house with the amount of tools I have. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't really
used to
know.
have a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of
say
them were
over the years I've
stolen,
acquired
and then
a
I
lot.
sold a lot of them when I ended, when I stopped working for myself.
Yeah, see, like we have like when it comes to tools, when we first start our apprenticeships as mechanics, we have to buy our own tools, right? But usually for the first year, you don't buy your tools. You don't buy tools, you just borrow tools, right? Because honestly, like, you don't know whether it's going to be like a job you're going to be doing like forever, right? So first year, you're getting paid, you know, fucking $6, you know, like, and you just like, okay, how do I afford tools? Like, you can't. It's just impossible unless you get a loan or something or whatever it might be. So you just wait and just see how you go. I didn't buy my tools until I was in my second year, like end of my second year. And I bought a toolbox that was like one of those toolboxes you buy as like a starter kit box. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the apprentice deals.
The bottom
you know?
shelf.
Yeah,
the bottom
yeah.
Shelf stuff.
The bottom shelf without the wheelie cabinet, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like the one you have to like just lug around and hope that you don't drop it on your fucking toe, like that kind of shit. But eventually I got a good one, and then I think I've had like 3 or 4 different ones over the years. But like, it was just really like a development of how much money have I made and how much money can I afford to buy with tools, and like the tool allowance is that we get is so small. It's like by the time you finish your 4th year, you're in debt to the tool guy for like the first year of your like general mechanicking. Like, it's just the funniest shit in the world. I have a mate who does it for a living, who's a tool guy for a living. He started as a tire fitter, and then he opened a business in tools. Like, and he's like, I've never made more money in my life, but I've also never been owed more money in my life. He's like, because everybody is like, I owe you. It's like thousands of dollars. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, that would do my fucking head in, man. I couldn't deal with that shit.
Does that happen to you working for yourself? Do you ever have customers not pay? Well, I guess you probably don't give a vehicle back unless it's paid for.
No, you don't give keys back unless they pay.
See, when you
I had that
remodel
issue
homes, it's
today.
a little different because
Yeah.
like, I have a guy still to this day, for the past probably 6 years, he's owed me $6,000. I'll never see it.
Yeah.
But when you remodel a house, you kind of rely on that person to
The
follow
honor
through.
systems and integrity.
And so I finished his whole basement for him, painted everything, installed cool Bluetooth bath fans with speakers in them and all that stuff. And then he basically just laughed in my face and told me he wasn't going to pay me.
Yeah, wow. I don't think I could ever if someone said that to my face, I'd probably bash them. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'd just get really upset. but like, especially if you work like fucking weeks on their shit and you're like, okay, now it's time to pay, and they're like, I'm not gonna pay you, and they start laughing, bro, I'd punch that guy.
Where I went is it was a cash job that I never wrote a contract for, and I should have wrote a contract. But this was a guy, so I was a subcontractor for them. They're like the largest company in Minnesota, second largest company for roofing and remodeling, and I was a subcontractor. Well, they were, feeding me all kinds of work, and then I decided to do work for the owner, and then one day he just, like I said, he screwed me over.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And he told me that there was no contract, so good luck taking me to court for it, blah 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 blah, and just he rubbed it in my face through text message for about 2 weeks.
Nice guy then.
Lesson learned, hard lesson learned.
Yeah.
So speaking of like the mechanic stuff, today I got some stuff done on my truck, and I was quoted. They're like $179, and then that's not including tax. I go back to the mechanics, and they're like, yeah, it's gonna be $400, and I was like, where the hell did $220 come in taxes? And they're like, oh, we did this and we did this, and then you weren't quoted that, and I was like, yes, I was. And then they're like, well, let's check our system, and they looked, and they're like, this is normally like a $400 job itself, and I was like, well, check your stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, it was $179. Yeah, you guys messed up. And they're like, well, we still need to charge you the full price. I was like, in your system it's this much.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys messed up. You guys are going to eat it. And the lady I was dealing with, she was awesome. Like, she was actually really cool about it. And then she's like, you know what? I'm not the one that quoted you this. So this ticket is going to go to this other mechanic that actually quoted you. And he is going to get his ass chewed. Like, he shorted the company almost $300. I ended up paying less than what I was quoted. Just to prove a point to this guy. It was a whole fuel induction, all that shit, and then other stuff done.
Yeah. It's funny though, like, I've misquoted people before. Like, it happens, like it does, but it's just human error. You're probably like doing 7,000 things at once, and someone's like, I need a quote for these brakes. I'm like, I don't know, like $200. And then you go and quote the parts, and you're like, oh fuck, the parts are going to cost me $200. And you're just like, you got to
eat it.
Yeah, exactly. So my trick is just overquote everything. And
then when you overquote it, and then you come back, it'll be $500, and then you come back and you're like, actually, it was like $300. They're probably happy as fuck.
Exactly. So it's like the perfect customer service trick 101. Just overquote and then give them a discount.
It really is though. With anything, home remodeling. I mean, there's many times where I would come in, after a tile job, a painting job, anything, and I would tell them, it was actually less in material than I thought, or it was less time, and it ends up saving them money in the end. And all it does is get you a better reputation in the end. People will say, oh, he was super honest with me and told me it was $500 less in labor and saved me a lot of money.
And it's not like we're got a some sort of best kept secret here, by the way. This is just literally business 101. Like, everyone does this. Like, it's
exactly.
If you know the cost of things, and people don't know the cost of things, they don't know their research to know the cost of things, you're not ripping anyone off regardless. You're just giving them the right price at the end of the day. But if you overquote, it doesn't disappoint them. That's all it is.
Yeah.
By the way, this is an actual photo I took of Vanguard.
Nah, the snowboard's not there. I won't ski. I can't afford skis.
Well, nobody said we made it very far that day.
Yeah, we just fell off and gave up.
What happened here? Where'd you go?
I work landscaping though. That's not me. That's really not me.
It does kind of look like him though, doesn't it?
It does. Wow.
Yeah, you can't see that beautiful blue eyes. Just kidding. You guys are just jealous of my shorts.
Yeah, that's it. Do you want to show everyone the shorts?
Fucking America.
I
I sent
When he
those. So
sent
I
me the
said,
Snapchat of those shorts, I was gonna.
I
put
saw
mine
it.
on,
I
but
saw it.
I don't.
Yeah.
I sent you, so I actually did end up buying that Hawaiian shirt too.
The
It's
one, really?
sitting right over there. That's for tomorrow. I'm gonna wear that one.
Oh fuck yeah! It's like the ultimate prop man over here.
I found a new store I'm gonna shop at for just memeing around on myself just for stream.
That's good fun. Just before we continue, I just wanted to address the chat real quick. And then guys, thank you for coming in and watching as well. I appreciate you all being here. Good morning and good afternoon to Pit Slayer. Fucking good to have you, bro. Thank you, Rabbit, for being here. Red Mustang is all about duck hunt. I get that. And also, the Mall of America has a floor area of 2.8 million square feet, which is fucking ridiculous. Common sense isn't common. Yeah, we totally understand that.
Yeah, military.
I also want to say thank you to Teresa. Is it Teresa or Theresa? For the follow as well, and subscribing to the channel. And just shows mechanics can get crap pay. Yeah, Pit Slayer is one of my IRL friends. He's also a mechanic.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
Yeah, Mustang and Pelt came from over here on my end. I'll go over there if they want to ask stuff.
We've been mechanics for the longest time. He's been a mechanic 2 years longer than me, but we started the same company. So he's been doing it for 16 years now, and I've been doing it 14. And we're both still doing it because we're suckers for punishment, apparently. So, it's too long.
I'm gonna let my doggos out.
Nah, you're all good, man. You're all good. So Crispy, bro, I mean, we've been watching you. You've been doing some like custom Warzone games and stuff on Fridays, I believe.
I was trying to.
It's tough to organize.
Well, it's not that. There's a really weird story behind it.
Okay.
I don't want to. It's gonna sound bad no matter how I say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So like one night after customs, I raided a smaller streamer who was also trying to host customs. I raided him with 30 people, and made his night. He ended up hitting like 65 viewers. Ever since that night, though, because we host on the same days, it is nearly impossible. It's been almost impossible for me to get my viewership back. They're all in his stream, and he's grown by 500 followers.
I already know who you're talking about.
It gets my skin the wrong way a little bit. It gets under there a little bit. I don't know why.
Some of his came over to me.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about as well, so you don't need to say it. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Like he's a good kid. I do like him, but it's just like it irks me a little bit. Like I don't know. Like he doesn't even know how to run Twitch, and he's just fucking blowing up. He doesn't even know how to run a stream. Just I don't know.
Yeah, I understand that. I think you know what you should do.
I lost all my viewership like since that day. I haven't even hit fucking over 20 again.
No, I get that. I think the thing you got to do, man, is you got to find a way to make your stream more interesting. Do you know what I mean?
I'm honestly going to do a lot more marbles. I think my community nights are going to be more marbles and maybe Forza. Even
Stream Racer is a big one too.
That's a big one.
That's one I actually started running.
I'm going to get into Forza and Gang Beasts. I know a lot of my community has PC.
It's a great game to watch.
It's now cross-play between PC and Xbox, but not PlayStation and everything else. So I might try and do some Gang Beast stuff, more marbles. I'm gonna start doing marbles. A lot of the people, I'm part of two stream teams. That was a tongue twister at the moment, and SB certified in Camps Army, and a lot of the guys in those stream teams, they do marbles for bits.
Yeah.
So that might be in the future. I'm going to start doing a lot more giveaways. I use this tool called Lock Tools.
Right.
And basically everybody in chat just enters a giveaway, and then it rolls the giveaway live on stream. And you have to talk in chat to win the giveaway. And I've been doing that for subs and stuff like that too. Nice. I'll either gift a sub to an affiliated streamer's channel or to my channel if they want it in my channel for emotes, etc.
Nice. That's cool. It's funny, like, when you stream, you don't realize, or people don't realize how much extra ideas that we try to like peddle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just like playing a video game. A lot of the time is you got to really create stuff. Like, because you know what, you're competing. You got to remember you're competing with like a million other people doing the exact same thing. So you've got to think, why why would anyone come into my channel over this person's channel? And like you just explained it right there. Like, you know, you're like, I did customs, I sent people to someone else's customs, and then you never came back to my customs. Like, well, you got to look at that as an opportunity to learn, right? So you're like, why is that? Why did that happen? How do I improve my shit? And how do I make it so that people come back? So it's like
Vanguard will be able to touch on this. Like when you say that, like why did they stay there? Honestly, I don't know. Vanguard. I know my stream is way more energetic than this person sitting there like this, just saying, yeah, man, thanks for this, thanks, welcome, like it's just, I don't know, man. Like I get hype in my stream, so like I didn't understand it, bro. Maybe that's why it irks me so much.
Yeah, it's probably true. I mean, the thing is too, like, you know, you can sit here and cry about it and be salty about it, but it's not going to fix anything, is it? So
it's not, and it's not, no, and that's why I'm just going to start moving into different things.
Yeah, exactly, and just be versatile. Like I did marbles for a long time, like in between, like on a Saturday night or like whatever for like the Aussie viewers and that. It was a lot of fun. Like we got a lot of viewers for that. I think we had averages of like 40 viewers for like marbles. It was really stupid. Like it was just me. I would literally do it as like a horse race commentation, and like the kind of energy that I can get when I start getting on a roll, like it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, and I was just basically screaming at my monitor, like while these balls are rolling down this hill. Like, it's like, and he's in the lane, he's gonna win it. It's like, it's just it's going a bit nuts. But like, it was heaps fun, bro. It was heaps fun.
Yeah, I have to say, marbles was probably one of the most hyped I've seen. Like just random games to play. Yeah. That and Among Us, like those two, just everyone gets so into it. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Stream Racer was another one that like I had that up. We had like I think 10 or 12 people in there, and everyone was like, "What the hell? Like, go faster! Why did I just spin out?"
That's such a dumb fucking game. I don't understand.
It really is.
I did it twice on stream and I gave up on it.
So did I. I don't understand the appeal of it, to be honest.
I don't either, but it's still funny. Like,
yeah.
With streaming, you really just have to find your niche, like you said, Rugged, like something to set you apart from other people.
Yeah.
Like I know a streamer on Twitch. His name is Broke Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
So what he does, he has this character every time, and he has an alternate persona, and the name is Tatiana or Tatiana. And Broke Dad. See, like I wish I was more comfortable with myself. Broke Dad, he's a big guy,
Yeah.
He's a big man. He's got stretch marks and stuff like that. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I used to be 300 pounds. That's not what I'm saying. But like he's so comfortable with himself and just gives no fucks. And he developed this persona with his wife. And every 10 subs that he gets on stream, he changes into like this bikini top with his belly out and this skirt and a thong on, and he's got a booty cam. And like all this, and he also hosts his own game shows that he makes on Twitch. Like his stream is so unique, and like I need to find something, to set, like you said, set my stream apart from everybody else. We all do. We all need to find our own niche,
Yeah, 100%. I've been trying to do that with all the new stream overlays and stuff I've been uploading. So, you remember my stream prior to this, it was very basic. Like, I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. Like everyone came in here and like they had a good time, but I thought to myself, I'm never going to be like a professional gamer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never that person. I'm never going to be someone who's like the best, who's the best at a game. Do you know what I mean? That's not me. Okay. The people come watch me because I'm fucking a bit crazy sometimes. People come to watch me because of my personality and because of like the way I talk and like the way I like incorporate people. Yeah. And also, this fucking thing right here. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I think, I've basically thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna make it more about the stream and more about my personality than actual gameplay. So like you'll notice when I'm playing a ranked game, I'm just like fucking around a lot. Like I really just don't take it seriously. And
that's when you game the best too, is when you're just memeing around. What's it yesterday? Where myself, Beauty, and a couple others. We were literally just memeing around and we were just destroying lobbies, just we're joking.
That's what I mean. Like some of the best games you have are the games that you don't take as serious. Like if you go into every game thinking we're gonna win this game, we're gonna be the sweatiest team in the lobby, and then you end up what you end up doing is you end up just getting upset, and then you end up playing worse because you just put yourself on tilt. Like don't be that person. Just basically just go into it being like, I'm confident that I can get the job done, but don't be too like over the top about it. You know what I mean? Just be like, all right, we're gonna get it done. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna get it done, but let's have fun doing it. Like that. If you find that approach, and you guys are good gamers already, you'll win every game. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't, fuck it, play the next one. I think it's
I take everything too seriously. Vanguard knows that too.
I get that.
Crispy and I both get into our moods, especially around tournament time. Like we'll get mad at each other, but then we're like,
oh yeah,
we just get mad at everybody else too, and it's funny as shit.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh my god, I forgot I had this background.
As soon as the tournament ends, we're just like, whatever, let's just go fuck off, then we win. It's like, come on.
This is my boy Icy. It was his birthday stream, and he drank a whole bottle of Henny. I was gonna crop it, and so it was just this.
He's straight up working.
He was
trying.
gone. Yeah, the whole bottle of Henny was gone. He was twerking, and
that's like the night
we were doing the same thing we're doing now on his stream, and everybody was putting it as their background, and I wasn't gonna do it because he was getting upset, but I saved it still.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh my god, my background's gonna change about 50 times during this.
No, that's fine. You can do whatever you like. It's good content. We know. It's enjoyable. Who's Ted?
That's Trio K-Rack.
Ted. Oh yeah, that's Trio K-Rack.
Nice.
You already know that's me commenting.
Ted. Yeah. Oh shit. I haven't looked at the YouTube chat in a minute.
Yeah, you're all good.
Oh my god, it's crispy.
The other question I want to ask, actually, when you guys aren't streaming, and say you are on Twitch or whatever, who's your go-to? Like, give us a couple. Like, who are the people you like to watch the most? Because like the people that you watch generally are the people that influence the way you do things, right? Like in certain ways. Yeah. Like say, give me an example of like a big streamer you watched, and then give me an example of like maybe like someone else who's a little bit of a smaller streamer that you might watch.
Vanguard, you can go first this time.
So, I actually watch and comment through a lot of streams. So I have my triple monitor set up. So if I'm not streaming, if I'm like cleaning my house up and like I'm just being like active but kind of inactive at the same time in chats, I like that mug.
Pretty cool, right?
I watch like Amber or Tropical Peaches. A lot of you guys know her as Amber. One of my mods.
Yep.
I watch her, and then I also watch a lot of like. Honestly, I watch a lot of people that are active with me because I'm going to show you the love that I get, and I'm going to also show other people the love that I would like to try and get from them, in a sense of promotional and all that. I typically don't like to just hop in a chat and be like, lurk right away. I will have a conversation with you, and then I'll be on to do other stuff. And a big time streamer is actually a guy I used to work with. He's got like 20K followers. My buddy, wow, I just forgot his name. He was just live. But we're in the military together. He doesn't promote anything with it. He's part of G2 sports team.
Okay.
Dean's so cool. I watch him, but I don't like the games that he play. I'm not a fan of watching Grand Theft Auto, but that's like his main game.
Yeah.
But just his content is funny. Like he's a funny dude. Like working with him and all that. Whenever Crispy's live, I'm usually live, and I'm watching him. Hell, Rugged, I watch you all the time. Whenever I see your name pop, literally pop, you're instantly have me as a viewer.
I watched him at work the other day, and I probably really didn't have time to, but I did.
Yeah, I appreciate that, guys.
Like currently, right now, I have other streamers up. Like I have Cold Hearted Jim Unicorn, I have Tropical Peaches, and Yatakage. I got those 3 up right now. Nice. There's Twitch. I believe it's 3 or 4. You can count as a lurk. Technically.
I think it's 3. It
But I
might be
usually stay
4,
around
though.
3 people. I don't typically watch big streamers personally. I'll watch people that are on a partner push. I won't really watch a lot of partners other than my buddy Dean.
Okay.
But I try and help smaller people a lot. Like that's what I'm about. 2 days ago, Beauty, she just made affiliate. She came from that person's channel that we're talking about earlier.
Well,
And she's been
technically, she
hanging
came
out.
from me.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she just made affiliate 2 days ago. We
Awesome.
did a big push for her. And actually, I'm working with somebody else trying to help him make affiliate. Starchy Kid, he's a special forces guy.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Very nice. Crispy, up to you, man.
Well, so I guess I wouldn't really say. I mean, if I had to say a big streamer, it'd be Tim the Tat Man. Why? I don't know. He's just funny as hell.
That guy is funny as fuck.
I love that guy.
But I wouldn't say I really have a favorite small. Well, I guess so. Like Trey the Trainer.
I
Rugged,
like that guy too. Yeah. I watch him all the time. I think he's live now, right?
Yep, I actually I have him up right now.
Yeah.
I was actually that's what I was just typing out. I was just talking to him in chat to said I'm about to talk about you, Daddy.
Oh, he's
But,
playing Fortnite.
yeah, he is.
Gross. I didn't know
so
he
like
stooped that low.
he was honestly probably my biggest. I'm not gonna lie, my biggest inspiration to actually like go full on stream, get like a face cam. I used to just stream off an Xbox with no camera for the longest time with like the corniest name on Twitch, John Rector Beef.
No, sorry. One more time for the people in the back.
John Rector Beef.
The ASMR fucking.
But and so like yeah, so I did that for a while, and then I decided to do a name change to CriispyShotz. Got a camera because I was watching Trey, and he was just like, you guys both know he's so like out there and just himself. He doesn't give a shit, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of like broke dad. But he's just like, you know, really hype and out there, and he really just kind of pushed me into getting a camera and doing my own thing, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
And so like that would be like, I guess I consider him a small streamer still, but he was like my inspiration. As far as like small streamers go though, I don't really have a favorite, you know, stream that I hang out in. I'm a huge supporter, so I'm constantly rotating through chats all day long. If like after work, you know, from about 5 p.m. my time to 10, I'm gaming and I'm supporting.
Yeah, I get that.
So I mean, all week long, I'm all throughout chats. I probably pop through 100 chats a week.
Yeah, that's good. For me, like I have like the 3 monitors set up as well. Like
I'm jealous.
Yeah, and so I have
I can't even run 2.
Well, I have 3 because I needed it for like when I edit up things. You know what I mean? Like when I'm editing and when I'm changing things around between Streamlabs, and then I'm using Canva, and then I'm going over to YouTube. Because you guys, I'm cross-platforming. Like I'm not just staying on the one platform. So like for me, I can go live on any other platform. Do you know what I mean?
Holy shit.
I'm doing Twitch, I'm doing YouTube, I'm doing Trovo, I'm doing Instagram, I'm doing fucking TikTok. I'm going everywhere, like, you know.
I don't have the time for that. I wish I did. I want to get on Hover. I want to get on, you know, I have all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. But like I really want to expand to like Hover. Hover is a big one right now. A lot of
I got
a lot of people that I know are hitting partner with Hover.
Yeah, because it's only small to begin with now, and if you get on the bandwagon now, you're more likely to have more time on the platform. Like I've been on Hover for like 3 months, and I'm already at like 150 or 200 followers already, like something like that. I haven't really checked, but it's very easy to get more followers.
Get on your bandwagon.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? With Hover. Okay, the reason why you get extra followers and stuff like that is because it's streamers showing other streamers what they do. That's it. So like you're not, you know, like people can go on there who aren't streamers, but most of the people that are on there are streamers, and they're looking for other people to come and check out and watch and hang out with, and like it's basically like Tinder for streamers. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, you know. So you just keep doing that, and just keep like going and discovering people through that. You're bound to grow eventually. Like, I mean, if that's the way you want to do it, as well, though, right? Like a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to be that person. Do you know what I mean? They don't want to be that person that goes into that person's chat, talks to them for 10 minutes, and is like, hey, by the way, I don't like those people. The self-promo people, like, it pisses me off. Like, there's a difference between self-promotion and support. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, like, when someone comes into your chat for the first time and within 10 minutes, they're like, by the way, I'm a streamer, I'm banning that person. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, the only reason you came in
He's
here
trying to
is
pull your viewers.
Well, not just that. The only reason they came in there is to self-aggrandize themselves. They didn't come in there to support you. Like, that's not how it works. But if someone comes into my chat after being in there for a month and chatting to me every other day and being like, hey man, by the way, I'm a streamer, I'm like, I will literally promote the fuck out of them live. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just depends on the time spent. Like, it's the same as if you're learning a skill or if you're trying to read a book or whatever it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you read the first page of a book, you go, I've read this book. You're like, no, you fucking haven't. You're at the first page. Like, it's the same thing. Like, so you gotta invest time in order to receive support or whatever it might be. So for me, when it comes to watching people, I watch very specific people who I really enjoy to watch, right? And that's usually, most of the people who I watch are the VIPs or the people in my channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
so you're like me. You're kind of like me. I'm a balance between both of you. And one thing with like promoting and growing is I'm doing it the hardest way possible. Straight Discord and you guys, like word of mouth. Like, that's how I want to grow. I want to become big because of other communities are like, hey, go check this dude out. Like when I popped in your chat the other night, and you blew up my clip, one of my clips, the double snipe.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I want to grow because people actually want to watch me and I don't want the fake followers and all that. Like, I want people to be active in my chat.
Yeah.
Like, all of you guys are always in my chat. I'm always in your guys' chat. Like I said, Crispy and I are always streaming at the same time. Hell, Rugged, me and you stream on weekends relatively the same time.
Yeah. Well, the thing is too, right? You got to remember is that you can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah.
But I think it's better to allocate your time to the people who you really want to support than to allocate very little time to multiple channels and hope that they come watch you. I think that's silly. I think,
and that's why I stick to the people that I trust, I know, and I actually truly enjoy watching.
I'll touch on that after you're done, Vanguard.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm still trying to. Something popped into my head. I just remembered that a guy joined my Discord. Well, I don't know if he's in here anymore, which is kind of sad. He was going to edit TikToks for me for free as long as I added him in the TikToks. Fuck.
Oh.
It popped into my head when we were talking about content there.
I had somebody offer to help me with Twitter and all that because I don't know how to use Twitter. Personally, I really don't know how to use it. TikTok, I have like 3 or 4 videos. I just, again, don't know how to edit videos. I'm really bad at it. Now that Athenascope is gone, they shut down. I'm trying to figure out and find time, honestly, to edit.
But it does take time. It really does.
I think if I want to do that, I'd have to adjust my streaming schedule as a whole.
Yeah.
Because Sundays are always for the family, unless we're both gaming and all this and that.
No, I agree. It takes a long time to edit videos. You just got to really put the effort in,
True. Touch on where was I going with this? To touch on the trying to support as many people as possible thing. These 2 stream teams I'm a part of, Camps Army and SB.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are literally pushing partners out like every month, and their I guess formula that they're going off of is exactly that: is to go out and make as many connections as you can with people on Twitch and get to know these people. Like it's not just about being in chats and talking to people in chat, I guess. Like it's more or less, getting to know that person. Like if you're out there supporting and you actually make a connection with somebody, they're gonna come to your stream 85% of the time.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, when I see these guys are whipping partners out, I mean, they just had like 4 people apply for partner in the past like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SB. I love SB
And within the next
them.
month, there's probably going to be another 4, 5, 6 that are applying for partner. I mean, these guys are averaging 80 to 100 viewers off of this formula.
That's good
So
though. I mean,
that's why I guess I try to support as many people and get to know as many people as I can during the week.
yeah, I want to make more. For me, like I started when I first started on Twitch. I only really watched like maybe 2 or 3 people. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I was just watching the people who I like to watch. And that's one thing. And another thing though is to try and make connections. Like making connections with people is easy as long as you know, it's like I said, it all takes time. You know what I mean? Like if you see the people who I support every single day, I've been in their streams for years. Do you know what I mean? Like I you know, however long, like some of the guys have been streaming for 2 or 3 years and I've been there for half of it. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I think that's the different thing as well. Like, and also I'm not afraid to leave those communities if I don't like it. This is the thing too, as well, right? So I've made connections on Twitch with other communities or certain communities in the past, and I was there for 3-4 months, and I was having a good time, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, it might have turned in a different direction, and I didn't feel comfortable being there anymore. I'm not afraid to walk away from that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the other thing too. Like, not everybody is going to be in it for the same reasons forever. So you've got to make sure that when you see the signs of someone who might be, you know, going down a little bit of a garden path when it comes to, say, promoting too much subscription stuff like that, or whether they're like just getting hungry and greedy, or whether they're just like taking advantage of their viewers, or you know, whatever it might be. You know what I mean? There's always you can tell. You know enough about people and enough about things that you can tell when something's going like that. And people start leaving. You'll notice it's not just you. It'll be multiple people. That person will go down and they'll be like, "What the fuck just happened?" You know what I mean? Well, you changed the way you are. You know what I mean? You adapted to be greedy. And you know, if you started to do this for the right reasons, now you're doing it for the wrong reasons, people notice. So don't be afraid to walk away from them.
I was accused of being a different streamer and this and that. I was like, obviously there are going to be changes as you grow throughout Twitch. Like there are things that you have to change, but going like sub hungry, bits hungry, like money hungry in a sense, that will lose me as a viewer and a follower. But everyone that's in my chat and everyone that like I've made connections with, I want, like you said, I want to learn about all of them, everyone. I had somebody pop in my chat that hasn't been in my chat in 6-7 months, and I still remember that person. I try to remember every name that comes into my chat. Now with 900 people, it's pretty hard, but I try my hardest, but I put a lot more of my focus towards like the regulars and whatchamacallit, the true supporters, I'd say. And I wouldn't change myself. Like I'm always gonna try and be the same person as when I got into gaming or got into streaming. I got into streaming because one of my buddies, he was like, "Hey, you're funny. You have the content to be a good streamer." And I was like, "Nah." I was like, I was antisocial. Like I was like, "Nah, not about it." And then one day I just bought a camera, hooked it in my Xbox, hit go live, and here I am today.
That's how it starts,
2 different platforms later, because I was on Mixer before it shut down. I blew up on Mixer in 3 months. I went from 0 to 400 and like almost 500 followers.
Yeah,
and then
Mixer was a time, man. I remember Mixer. I was doing well on Mixer.
It was a great one. But you got to set a good base for yourself and don't stray from it. Like there are things, like I said, that you're gonna have to change. Like me, there's things I want to improve on. I'm always trying to improve. And I'd say one of my biggest things is promoting in a little bit better in a sense with making clips and all this and that.
Yeah, well, no one knows you're live unless you tell them.
Yeah.
You remember that.
Which
Let me
is-
ask you guys a
I go
question.
through-
Do you guys use stream tools like WiseBot and stuff like that?
The only thing I use is Mix It Up. I have Mix It Up, and Lumia Stream is the one that controls my lights. This is one thing actually somebody recommended. They're like, hey, do lights. It would be very fitting for your stream. And that is something that blew up with my stream. That's why when this one went down, I literally today went out and bought this one. That went down yesterday. This one today.
Yeah.
Like,
So like, I guess. So I use I use a lot of bots actually. WiseBot though. Basically, I use WiseBot to track follows and unfollows.
Mm.
I thought about
So
doing that.
what I was getting at is what I was just doing there is I'm sure I looked a little distracted for a second there. I was unfollowing somebody because they just unfollowed me after 102 days of following. But like, so my big thing is I don't want to support somebody who is no longer supporting me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, stream tools are like super helpful. And I'm gonna try and start teaching my community a lot more about these tools as well. Like with Stream Elements, I have that somewhere here. You know, I use Stream Elements and Stream Labs. Basically, I use Stream Elements to strictly track watch time. Like I don't give any bonuses really for people who are through Stream Elements anyway. Like, you know how you can give bonuses for points or whatever through Streamlabs. Like if you're watching for 10 minutes, you can give them whatever you want for a bonus for points.
Yeah,
I don't do that with Stream Elements, only Stream Labs. Wait, only Stream Labs, because I use Stream Elements to track watch time and track who's actually in my streams and supporting.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, believe it or not, I'm one of those people. They'll pop into your stream and you won't even know they're there. And like I have people who hardly talk in my streams who have days of watch time on me.
So I have that.
And so
I
like,
have the same thing up with my bot right now. Like I could track anyone that's in my chat. All 30. So I have 30.
I've heard of that
people,
bot you have.
chatters. 30 chatters in my chat, but only 4 viewers.
Yep.
Because this bot tracks who's active, who's not. It tells me who joins, who's left. And I can click on them and see all the same stuff. And I can tell like the biggest thing that annoys me is the bot.
You ever
account.
use any of these things, Rugged?
I have a really heavily modded Streamlabs bot that I use. Like I've gone through and like
What's up, Italia?
I've gone through and like literally just like use that thing to the absolute nth of its life. Like, you know what I mean? Like I use Nightbot as well for commands and, you know, processing different bits and pieces, like, you know, for all that kind of stuff, because the mods can easily go in and change things if they need to. So that's more of what I use. But I use a lot of the, when it comes to Streamlabs chatbot, I use a lot of that for, you know, sound alerts. I use a lot of it for event alerts. So I have an auto shout out set up so that basically whenever a VIP comes into my chat, it automatically shouts them out. And just stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I've been trying to figure that out.
It's very easy. I can show you.
I've been watching, like it doesn't even have to be VIP. I've been seeing a lot of streams now where people will come in and as soon as you chat,
you get a shout out.
You get a shout out. And I can't figure out how the hell people are doing that.
I popped into somebody's chat yesterday. Like I literally clicked on it, and then like 5 seconds later, it was like VanguardShooters popped in your chat. I was like, what?
Yeah. See, I think there's a difference. There's a difference between that and typing. Okay, so you got to remember when it comes to Twitch, most of Twitch is lurkers, right? Now, and when I say that, you guys understand what I mean. Like you know, even if you have, say, 20 people in your chat, I guarantee you the most people talking is like 8, right? So like, you got to remember that too. Now, at the end of the day, the lurkers is what make up your numbers, right? And when people come in and give you a lurk, regardless of whether they just come in and say lurk, which I think that's another thing altogether. But when they do just come in and just watch, like if I'm lurking in your stream, I'm not talking. I haven't said anything to you. Like, I'm the kind of person that'll come into your stream, watch your stream for 2 hours and not say a word, right? And like, but then I could also be the person who comes into your chat and literally talks to you the entire time. So like, it just depends how I'm feeling about it. It just depends what you're doing. It depends whether I'm vibing with it or not. But I'm still watching, you know, but I'm not like, I won't like tab people up and leave them on lurk and then just walk away. I'm the kind of person that will like open you up, watch you for an hour, half an hour, whatever it might be, or whatever amount of time I have. And whether I type or not, it just like depends, like I said. So like that's the kind of the ways people support people. And you got to remember that, you know, even though they don't chat, like you said, Crispy, even though they don't chat and even though they're not like active in the chat or whatever, they're still there. You know what I mean? They're still just as important as a viewer, as the person who's chewing your fucking ear off. Okay. So you got to remember that too. Now, when it comes to that kind of thing, I know people that like will tab up like 50 fucking tabs on their computer, right?
And only a couple of them count.
That's what I mean.
Well,
you got to like, I think at the end of the day, just tab up the people you like and you want to watch. This is what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to play devil's advocate a little bit because you say, because I'm going to come back to the point you just made. You said, okay, I unfollowed someone because they unfollowed me, right? Now, the thing with that is, right, is that did they unfollow you because they don't watch you, or did they unfollow you because they don't like you, or do they unfollow you because they don't watch?
I can tell you exactly why they unfollowed me, but it's like I don't know. Okay, so basically,
Let the dogs.
this person I've seen him around for a long time, and I guess it's one of those cases where I thought I was following that person, you know, right? And so I just went and followed him the other day when we came across each other in a stream again, and I realized we had the same name, just spelled different. So I went and followed him, and I think he must have realized that I was, you know, he checked my followage, because you can check how long somebody follows your channel depending on what bots you have. Go into your channel, type followage, and then at the person. And so I think he must have did that and realized that I just followed and unfollowed me.
Okay. I understand that situation.
So it's something like that, you know, like, and he's never really been in my streams really. So it's like that's the reason I unfollowed him. You know, I'm not, and I was in the past 2 days since I followed him. I've been in his streams and I've been watching and active, and then he unfollowed. So that's the reason I unfollowed. I'm not going to support somebody who's been following for 102 days and hasn't supported a single time and then decides to unfollow now after I follow and support them.
Yeah, I get that. That's like a catch-22 for that. I understand.
Yeah.
What I'm basically saying is, like, for me, like I followed so many people that I had to like start unfollowing people because I reached my follow limit.
2,000 people?
Yeah. So like I the other day I spent like maybe 3 or 4 hours going through and unfollowing people that I don't watch. So like the reason I unfollowed people I don't watch is because what happens is that whenever, say, okay, on Twitch, right, the average viewers on Twitch on people's channels is 1. Okay, it's 1 because there's a lot of people who stream and they only have 1, right? Because no one's watching them. Now, whatever reason that might be, it might be fresh to Twitch. They might be, you know, people might not want to watch them. Like, I don't know, like I can't tell you, but all I'm saying is that when you have that many people followed, I can't see any of the people I want to watch in the live section. I can't find them. You know what I mean? Yep. Like I was finding it very difficult to get to the people I actually wanted to watch, right? And actually wanted to go and support because I couldn't find them on the fucking list because there were so many people streaming that I don't watch. So what I had to do, I had to literally just cull my list. So I went through and I think I unfollowed 1,000 people. Okay. Now I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because I don't to be rude or whatever it might be. I'm doing that so I can read my list of live things so I can actually go and support the people I actually watch. So it's like really frustrating because I was like, one of my mates would be like, oh, I'm live. And I'd be like, I can't see you. Like, I can't find you. Do you know what I mean? Like, or you know, I'd be waiting for someone else's stream. Like, and I'd be like, oh, I'm really excited to see this guy's stream this day. And then I'd be like, look on the live list. I'm like, oh, he mustn't be live. But he was just like 150 fucking people down the list. And I didn't bother to go that far down. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I had to literally just unfollow half of the people I followed because I can't fucking see the list. So nowadays it's actually, and also, you got to remember, a lot of people don't stay on Twitch very long either. So a lot of people will stream for like 6 months or a year and then just like go MIA for a year and a half. And they're just like, oh, okay, I'm not going to come back. And that's fine. Like, but then, you know, they're taking up that list too. So you just, all right, well, if you ever decide to go live again or you ever decide to stream again, I'll come back and I'll follow you, I'll refollow you. That's fine. But like, you've got to, for me, it's like, I'll take this as an example. You know what Crow Gaming does, when you go into his chat and he's like, follow this guy, follow this guy, follow this guy, follow this guy. I get that. That's really like, and if they're going for affiliate or, if they're, doing something like that, I'll definitely give them a follow, like 100%. Like we'll get them to that 50. That's perfect. But if there's someone coming in the chat who streams like Warzone to one person, and streams once a week and doesn't talk to the chat, and you know what I mean, like that kind of person has like 105 followers or something. I don't know. Like, do you follow that person and then like, do you go watch them for hours and hours and hours? Or do you just, just maybe skip that one and just go to the next one? Like, how would you go about that?
I don't follow people like that. And the reason is, and I used to be guilty of this, and that's why, as you start to stream on Twitch, if you start to notice things and actually, watch people who are, pushing partner, not even necessarily that, but like people who have, a lot of people in their chat, I guess. The reason that they have so many people in their chat is because they interact with their chat.
That's a big pet peeve of mine.
90% of the reason people are on Twitch and coming to your stream, I mean, unless you're Nick Merckx or, Tim the Tap Man or whatever, is because they want that streamer to interact with them, to talk to them.
And build a friendship, basically.
Yeah.
No, I get that. All right. Well, look, this is all I was saying because, like, obviously, I don't think it's a bad thing to unfollow someone.
No.
You know what I mean? I think you've got to really pick. I used to just follow anyone and everyone, but now I've got to be like a little bit more selective when it comes to followage. So like, if I raid someone, well, put it this way. I never raid anyone I don't know, okay? I never raid any random person. I always raid either someone I watch or someone I support or a VIP. I never raid anyone else because I have had so many experiences of raiding people randomly and them not even fucking giving a shit, or they're just completely not the vibe of my community. So it's like, I know the people who I watch have that same vibe, and I know they're going to take care of the people I bring to them. So that's why I raid those people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, I like to feel people out before I raid them. If I do raid random, I do like to feel them out for a little bit, for at least 5 minutes. I like to feel them out, make sure they're going to engage, chat. That's my big thing,
Yeah, I get that. Just before we continue, Yoda Cage, welcome in. Do you have super chat? Not at this point, only because we have just been, just live streaming on YouTube. I'm testing it out. Like, I'm trying to get it organized. When it comes to anything to do with that, I mean, just type in the chat. We're happy to address anything. Also, when it comes to any interest in socials and other, merch donations, whatever it might be, just type it in the command and check it out, or check out the about page and go from there.
Go donate to his Twitch.
But besides that, the other thing I'm going to ask you guys, and this is something that's I think everyone has a story for. I want you to tell me the best raid you've ever had when it comes to coming into your channel, the best raid you've sent to someone else's channel, and then also I want to hear the horror story. All right,
Chris, you got this one
I want to hear the worst one. I want to hear the horror story that you sent someone and they just didn't like. The reaction that you got wasn't what you planned.
You want Rugged to go first?
Nope, you're right here on my channel.
You're pointing at Rugged on my screen.
Okay, fine, Crispy.
I think. Fuck, man, why me? Okay, you know what? You
don't have to name names, by the way. But
I'm gonna name names. But I need another.
You need a drink for this, yeah.
I think. Well, not think. There's definitely a few raids that are memorable. I'm not gonna drop their names. Unfortunately, a lot of them are gone. Like, they actually stopped streaming or taking long breaks. Somebody raided me with 100 and something people, and it was just turned into a straight. I had 150 followers at the time, and it was just I didn't know what to do. I'm still learning myself as a streamer, and it was just like I don't know what to do with my mouth, hands. Fuck.
I'm the same. I don't want to interrupt, but I feel so stupid sometimes on stream. Like I just don't know what to do.
And like that was when those couple of times like 100+ raids have hit me. I was just like, I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm just losing these guys left and right because I don't know what to do. Like I'm so small still, and I don't like And then I started like learning from every raid from 1 to the couple hundred. Like every one of them is a good time now. And a horror story. Okay, so you guys both know I'm military.
Wait, is this a raid horror story or just like a stream
it's a
horror story?
It's what do you want, rugged raid or actually it was a mix of both.
You can incorporate whatever you like. We could just be a Twitch horror story. Go for it.
So a Twitch horror story. So being a military is the anti-military people.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think
Crispy was around for this. I remember.
Yeah, Crispy was around.
I was ready to find out where some people.
It was on a Feel Good Friday. It was a Feel Good Friday, and everyone that we were gaming with was drinking. Everyone was having a good time. We're all vibing out, and then just this anti-military like team. It wasn't even like I would say a big group. It was like 3 or 4 people just ragging on me. Just saying I'm a murderer, I'm just a piece of shit, XYZ, like everything. And all their names were like your best friend committed suicide. And this is like a couple.
You're talking about the guys that kept following the stream, right?
Yeah, they kept
making alt accounts and veteran suicide. Yeah.
And like because in my tags is veteran, and that set me off. Like I actually got super emotional on stream that night because my best friend, this tattoo you guys see on my wrist here, my best friend paid for it. He ended up taking his own life almost 2 years ago now, and he's the godfather to my son. And that was a very terrible night. Like my wife, she was like, "What is going on?" And I ended up deleting that, and I stopped streaming it for a few days, and I was just like, that was just miserable because I didn't want to deal with that again. But then I was like, I'm not gonna let some people that want to act like little kids bring me down. And then after that, everyone vibed out, and now we have this awesome community that we have now. Anytime somebody pops in anti-military, we dog on them and make them feel dumb. Like Yatakage there, he's a Marine. You saw earlier Mustang.
He loves his crayons.
He's in the army with me. Most of the people I game with outside of streaming are all military and first responders. Like, so we built ourselves off of the horror, I would say, quote unquote horror day. Actually, it was a couple of days, but we learned from it and grew.
Yeah.
So best being a phenomenal raid that was hyped that I didn't even know how to react to. Worst, it was like kind of like a hate raid in the sense of anti-military.
Okay. Go on, Chris. You got this, bro.
Well, I mean, it's not even. So the best. Wait, did Vanguard do the best raid he sent? I don't think he did.
Oh, best raid I sent.
I don't think he did.
72 people. I had 72 people in chat, and it was actually a mistake on why I had this many people, but it was funny as hell because they all still hung out and chatted up. I was playing Monster Energy. I forgot the exact name of it, but it was a dirt bike game. It was the same night of like this big old dirt bike supercross race, and they thought I was live streaming it. So I got hit with a raid, and then everyone started posting my channel in on this YouTube page and on all these different pages, and and people just kept flooding my chat. And I'm sitting here just gaming away on this game that I'm like 3 days into playing. Like I've owned it for 3 days, and I was just sitting there learning how to play it. And they're like, "Oh, you're gonna live stream? You're gonna live?" It's like, live stream what? I'm so confused. And then they were like, "Oh, you're not live streaming it," and I just kept like people just started dropping follows, and they were like, "Oh, we'll still hang out. Like, you're actually doing really good. How long have you been gaming on this for a while?" And I was like, "I've had this for like 3 days." And it was a fun like it turned into a great stream. And I was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna go raid somebody. Being that this is what you're looking for, I'm gonna raid someone that's actually live streaming it because it was towards the end of my stream when it happened." And I sent 72 viewers off to somebody that was live streaming the race, and they were all very grateful about it. It took me a minute to actually find it because Twitch kept taking people down, but this guy was like, he was somehow holding out. So I dropped him 72, and I was like, I'm not gonna follow you. I don't know you like that, but these guys will love your content here because it's what they actually wanted.
Yeah.
And he's super grateful. Like,
nice.
That was one of my favorite raids I've done.
Alrighty.
All right, fine, my turn. So I think, God, now you're making me think, man.
It's actually hard to think of it. Like, it really is. The nightmare one, that was easy for me, but
I'm trying to think of my biggest raid I've sent out, and honestly, I don't know if I remember who it was to.
Look, man, on the Zilla Patch podcast, we ask the tough questions, okay? You just got to be prepared.
I got a tough question. Just kidding.
I really don't remember who it was to.
That's all right. I know you got a horror story though. Give us that.
It was like 60 people.
Yeah, that's still massive, dude. What are you talking about?
He was really grateful. And he I don't remember who it was. I can't remember his name. I have this guy's fucking like face in my head, and I can't for the life of me remember who it was. Anyways, but no, he got really hype, and he fucking did some shots, and it was a good time. But so the horror story, I'm sure a lot of my community knows about it. Vanguard knows about it. Not sure if you do, Rugged. But so I had these guys. I was gonna try something new on my stream one night, and I was gonna do like a podcast like we're doing now, but with my chat.
Oh yeah.
And so these guys joined up in Discord, and I was getting everything set up, ready to capture my Discord. And this dude comes in, he puts his camera up, but it would be like this, and where my background was a picture of a I don't know if this is YouTube appropriate, so I'm just gonna say it as good as I can. Giant veiny appendage. Giant veiny appendage. And so anyways, yeah, and now ever since then, these kids and their friends have been literally harassing me on Twitch. And Twitch won't do anything about it. Like, I'm borderline ready to leave Twitch.
Yeah.
But I feel like because it's now to the point where they've come to my Twitter and my Instagram, and they've sent me weird messages and started harassing me on Twitter and Instagram too. I banned these kids from my chat, and
we were co-streaming that night.
Yeah,
the night prior.
I banned these kids, and now what they'll do is, we all have alerts for our stream when someone follows it, it pops up. What these kids will do is they will come to my stream and they will spam click the follow and unfollow button to the point where my alerts like just go off for 5 minutes. It crashed my stream one time.
Yeah.
It crashed my stream one time. And they'll make new accounts. Like just the other day, like last week, they made new accounts and came in and they were all typing justice for DC, like spamming it in my chat. And they also got a friend of theirs or another streamer he's got like 1.1 thousand followers, but he's got like 2 people that watch him. They got him, Vanguard. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
They got him to try and come into my chat one night and act all cool, and then he started to try and troll me, and like he said he was gonna burn my house down and like all kinds of stuff. And like so, and Twitch doesn't do anything about it. Like I got multiple people to report all these people for harassment, everything. and Twitch doesn't do anything about it. And so like I got to the point where I didn't even know what to do anymore, and I just try to ignore it when they come in. I'll turn my alerts off so nobody can see that they're spamming and unfollowing, but it still shows up in chat. And so I just don't know what to do at this point. Like, I don't know what to do. They still do it to this day. They still try and troll me and harass me. And so like that's my horror story.
Yeah. I remember that because that night, like all the stuff was going on, and we're like and I'd have to say for you, like the community backed you a lot and tried helping you out as much as they can. And then they were like coming over to mine trying, and that ended real quick. And then my community was like, nah. But like I remember sitting there and I'm just like, I would have just ended stream personally if I were you. But like you were a bigger man than I was.
Honestly, I was trying to take advantage of it, and I had a bunch of stuff clipped, and I was gonna try and make him look really bad, and then I just decided like it wasn't worth my time.
I remember one of them, specifically one of them. I don't remember his name, but he actually came out. He messaged me on Discord, openly like apologized to me, and then I think he apologized to you.
He messaged me too.
Yeah, and he ended up. That one dude ended up like he's like it went a lot further than I wanted it to, and I honestly feel like that guy was genuine. Like personally, but the rest of them, like Crispy, he's not even lying. Like kept getting harassed. Like the one dude just quit. Like he's like, I'm not being a part of that group of people anymore. Like that's ridiculous.
Yep.
And unfortunately, we run into that as streamers.
Toxic brings toxic.
Anyone in here,
you know. You find one toxic person and they bring in all the other toxic people with them because they hang out together. You know what I mean? Like you don't hang around with toxic people. Like that's why you're not toxic. It's an infection. You know, it's a disease. It is what it is. You can't really do much about it, unfortunately.
We're being toxic to each other.
It's the fucking internet. No, but you're friends. You know what I mean? You're not doing toxic things. You're saying toxic things and it's to get a laugh. You're not saying toxic things to hurt you. You know what I mean? So it's like
it was definitely in the beginning to hurt each other. Then we're like, yeah, fuck that.
It's what that's the thing though.
I called him a hacker.
If your friends can't do that to you, then
like at the beginning of the night, I called you a hacker, and at the end of the night, we're shotgunning beers together.
Yeah. So that's what it's all about, though. Like you meet, and I'm gonna play on the opposite side of that. Like, I mean, we are streaming to people on the internet. Okay, the internet is full of fuckwits. That's fine. It is what it is. It's the internet, right? But you also meet some pretty fucking awesome people on the internet as well, remember? So absolutely. Like, some of my great, like, longest time friends and people who I've met on the internet. Like, I know people all across the world, like, just like you guys. I know people all across the world just because, at the end of the day, we've been on the internet putting ourselves out there, and every now and again you get a whole bunch of fucking legends you meet, and every now and again you get a whole bunch of fuckwits. So like, it's just the way it is.
Getting called.
It'd just be nice if they would just give up what they're doing and get a life. I mean,
I got called a fish a couple weeks ago. That was funny as fuck.
Man, I've been called some pretty fucked up things.
When was that?
It was that person we're talking about. It was that person we were talking about earlier.
No, I'm talking about like
your shit. Yeah,
what happened to me, dude? It's been like half a year, damn near.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Maybe 4 months. Like these guys have been doing this.
Oh, I can't pull it.
It gets really, really old. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm glad that the hate with the military stuff stopped. I've ran into a couple people trying to troll, and then they realize they fail because I take trolls in my community, and so is Crispy's community. We're very good at taking on trolls. And
I got Ted Vote
into a laugh.
I got Ted Vote to take on the trolls for me.
I got OG.
Ted Vote is one of my mods, Rugged.
Yep, I know. I've seen. Yeah. Yeah, I have a whole community of people who are ready to deal whatever needs to be done. Don't worry about that.
What is it? I think Cat or Cass in your stream?
Oh, Cass, yeah.
Yeah, I saw somebody pop in your Cash is like, nope.
Yeah, she just deleted. Like, yeah, look, it happens. And like, I've got mods that are pretty much on the ball these days. Like, but the problem is for me to like, obviously, as you guys know, like I had that whole situation where I wasn't on Twitch for a while. It's ridiculous as it is. I won't want to talk about it too much because I have sorted it out now with the people over there. But I mean, it's just, you talk about your situation, Crispy, with people harassing you and they do nothing. But then when it comes to, say, my channel and something happens, which is out of context and clipped, and then, that happens to me, like, where's the where's the fairness or the line across? You know, that's kind of a weird fucking thing for me. I was very confused by it, but at the same time, I do what I always do. I just took it and turned it into something positive because I was like, well, I'm going to take this opportunity to go do other things. You know, I'm going to take this opportunity to go and change my life a bit.
You did do that, dude.
Hmm.
And I'm actually, I want to say this, you know, I'm actually really proud of you, dude. I've noticed that you've really been putting time in, like, for yourself, going to the gym, stuff like that. That's stuff that I need to start doing, man.
Yeah, man. I'm doing.
I was gonna say I'm about to redeem push-ups on you just for that.
I've been doing 6 days a week at the gym. I haven't drank.
Dude, good for you.
I haven't drank in nearly 60 days. So I'm.
Okay, no, I want to, like, I don't want to interrupt you, but, like, it doesn't bother you at all that Vanguard and I are having beers tonight, does it?
Nah, not at all.
I was gonna say I'll put mine aside.
I can put mine away too. I'll go do a dab right now, and I'll be good, man.
Nah, dude. I'll be completely open and honest with you guys. The first 20 days was probably the hardest. You know, the first 20 days, being someone who literally, I would consider myself an alcoholic when I was like drinking. Like the amount of I was drinking more than I was eating food. Like, you know, it was a lot of alcohol. But then it got to the point where I was just like, yeah, I need to change my life. Otherwise I'm gonna fucking end up in an early grave. So I literally just took the opportunity after everything that happened. I had more time to think about it. I had more time to myself because, like, being on Twitch like every other day and doing stuff and that, it was kind of distracting me from all those situations. Yeah, of course. And like. So I basically said to myself, I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm going to change my life. And, you know, while I was hungover the very next day, I've told this story to my chat a few times. While I was hungover the very next day, I got out of my bed, put my shoes on, I went to the gym and I signed up. And I've been going every single day pretty much ever since. I haven't had a sip of alcohol since that day. And I don't plan on doing it anytime in the future. So, you know, I'm just like, like I said, the first 20 days I had like body shakes. I was like vomiting. I couldn't eat. Like I was, you know, headaches and everything was just, my whole body, like my whole life was on fire. You know, it was horrible. But once you get over that sort of first hurdle, you totally make it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I feel way better and like I'm way healthier. I put on like 4 kilos of muscle, man. I'm fucking killing it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just read Ted's
part.
comment.
That's the hard part too. So I know how you feel, Rugged. Like early on in my career in the military, like I was drinking every single night, like just partying. Life was a party. Everything just alcohol. Everything I did involved alcohol. And now, like you'll catch me. The only times I drink are Thursdays if I have Friday off, but Friday maybe Saturday. Like, and if I have stuff going on, I'll have a couple of drinks and then that's it. Like I'm not going overboard. But when I was like a private and a specialist, like one weekend, my buddy and I had a challenge for each other to finish a 5th of Jack a day.
Yeah, it's fucked.
And that's on top of all the other alcohol we had. Like our goal was to finish the 5th of Jack and then drink all the other alcohol that we had. So that when we woke up the next morning, go buy more alcohol. And after that, I was just like, after deployment, I got back and I was like, I'm not drinking like that anymore.
Yeah, and this is the thing too. When it comes to like addictions and stuff, we all have like everybody's addicted to something. It doesn't matter what it is. You know what I mean? Like it could be gambling. I'm not gonna show
mine, but I'm holding up mine right there. Like I'm trying to kick it.
Yeah, gambling, drinking, smoking, whatever it is. It's all there's addictions. Everyone has them, okay? And everyone's human, all right? So everyone has flaws. You know, no one's perfect. Like that's the whole point. Like, you know, you can display one thing online and be like, "Hey, look at me, like I'm having a great time." But you're you know, outside of the monitor, you could be having a fucking horrible time. Like you could be, you know, whatever demons you might be fighting. Like it happens to all of us. We're all human. We all have problems. We get it. You know what I mean? Like the hardest part is dealing with those problems. And dealing with those problems, you can't do it by yourself. Okay? Like a lot of people, like for me, like self-motivation for me is very easy because I've always been self-motivated as a person, right? But it took me like almost hitting rock bottom when it comes to drinking in order to stop drinking because I'm a person of excess, right? Same reason why I don't do drugs. It's the same reason why I've never smoked. It's the same reason why I can't really like go to a casino or anything like that because I'm just going to spend every dollar I have. So I'm like, the way I limit myself is by just cutting it out completely. And so, at the end of the day, like people are, oh, well, you might have a beer or two, every now and again. No, I'm never gonna drink again because I can't. You know what I mean? You understand? Like if I have one beer, I'll have 10. Relapse. Okay. Like I was drinking 3 cases of beer a week, man. I'm not a person who can just drink one fucking beer. So I'm just not gonna do it again because the way I feel now in my body, in mind and everything, I feel 1,000 times better. You know what I mean? I haven't had a depressive day since I stopped. I haven't felt under the weather. I haven't gotten sick. I haven't not been able to eat. I haven't not been able to sleep correctly. Like I am active. I'm fit and healthy. I'm feeling fantastic. And I want to remember this feeling. So if I ever do like relapse in any single way or something happens, because it's possible, like I said, we're only human. I remember the feeling I have now so that I have the willpower and the motivation to get back to it. And that's what it's all about. Like, because you got to remember, it's stupid to say, and people say all the time on Insta and they're like, oh, YOLO, all that shit. It is true though. You do only live once. So fucking take advantage of it and, live your life, be happy, proper. You know what I mean? Like if there's something wrong with your life, whether it be you're upset about something, you have something unresolved, or you have something like an addiction you want to get rid of or something you want to kick or you need help with something, go and do it now. Like, what's the point in waiting? The more you put it off, the worse it's going to get. So just go and do it. Like, and don't do what I did. Don't hit rock bottom before you fucking make a change. You know what I mean?
Find people that'll help you on that path too. That was something that I tried doing. Like in the last 3 years, losing almost 12, 13 people due to suicide or
it's horrible.
Other stuff is miserable, and you got to have the support. And like I
know you and I have talked about that before, Vanguard. You and I are pretty similar in that. Since I graduated high school, I've lost over 20 people. Most of them due to drugs.
Yeah.
I lost a very, very close friend of mine to drugs. Paul Perkins. Like he OD'd at my job that I used to work at. Like I haven't lost many to drugs, but military-wise, like suicide has been the number one. And so statistics, we just got some statistics put out, and we were talking about it. All the leaders were the last fiscal year of 2021 has been the highest suicide rate in the Army, just the Army, since 1939.
Yeah.
It's like Jesus.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and then like you like I said, you need to find the support and have somebody that you can, one individual that you can actually like confide in. My getaway honestly is you guys in the stream. Like that's why I stream so much, because I like to push real life out sometimes. And you guys help me with doing that.
Yeah, well, it's an escape. It is. Gaming is an escape for a lot of people too. Like, a lot of people who are gamers are introverts because, and the gaming is the way they express themselves.
Super extrovert now. Like, I used to be a super introvert, but now I can literally go out to the bar and become friends with half that bar. Like, I'm a very social person. I'm very good at talking to people now.
I can't go to bars.
Not at all. Not at all. I can't public speak. Nope. You put me in front of 100 people. Nope. Not gonna talk. Fuck you. But put me in a scene where, like, any scene I'm comfortable. Like fishing. Let's use fishing. That's actually a very big one. Because I'm actually getting ready to do some fishing with my son here. I'll go out and I'll talk to the locals. I'll talk to everybody trying to pick and find good spots. And that's another release of mine, and where I'm just like, just relaxed and me. Like I no stress in the world. Is just lying in the water, hanging out with Braxton, and good to go. Then he catches all the fish, and I'm sitting there angry because he caught 13 fish to my 2. Literally, they're all sitting in the freezer as proof.
Beginner's luck.
One of his first ever fish was a 10-pound, about 20-inch fish. on a
really?
pole that's literally this big.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and he was 2 years old when he landed it. Like I just helped him get it going, like started reeling it and set the hook for him. But other than that, I stood behind him just so he didn't get dragged in the frigging water. That was a very fun. That was honestly one of my proudest moments as a father.
Nice. It's like hobbies are important though, like especially with kids and stuff. You need to like, promote the hobbies. I think look, I'm not a parent, okay, and I'll let you go to talk about this, but personally speaking, if I had children, I would want to introduce them to the hobbies that I enjoy the most, so to see if they enjoy them as much as I do. I think that would be the first step in anything, right?
Yeah. So like me, like you said, introduce your kids into your hobbies, get them used to what you're doing. Like you guys will see me stream with my daughter. Like she has her own command on my channel.
Yeah.
Because she actually will come downstairs and hop on my lap just to be a part of the stream. Like she always says hi to everyone. Crispy knows,
Yeah.
Like I'll be sitting there, she'll be sitting right here and come up on my lap. On Sundays, if I stream on Sundays, it's with my son. And we're gaming Fall Guys, or we're gaming this and that, and he kicks my ass at Fall Guys. I am ass at that game.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous you can even play it, man.
Dude, that game is
Dude, they haven't brought it to Xbox.
rage.
I'm so
Rage
sad.
Central.
Yeah.
I just got it in, by the way. I might be getting an Xbox soon. We might be getting an Xbox soon. We found out that Best Buy, actually your local Best Buy for you, Crispy, might be so they get their shipments in on Friday. They don't put them out until Saturday. So if you walk in early morning for a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox, that's the time to go.
Nice.
Fun tip, chat.
Huh.
Go.
There you go.
So, or if you're looking for something in particular at Best Buy, they get their shipments in on Friday and they put it out on Saturday mornings.
Very nice.
I just found out when I bought this today.
So before I gotta pee, and I'm gonna step away for a second here.
No, you're all good.
Before I go, I'm gonna give you guys my biggest raid.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It was. I mean, you guys already know who it is, probably. Well, I know you guys know. It's Trey the Trainer. It was like 87 people.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was crazy. I didn't know what to do. I have a TikTok of it. Actually, no, that was the first time he ever raided me. But it was insane, man. Like I didn't know what to do. Like Vanguard was saying earlier, you get raided with almost 100 people, and it's like, what do I do right now?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my
You've seen
face.
during this whole podcast, damn near, I've been fiddling with this thing. Like I have ADHD, so I never know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
And,
I do that too. I'm a fiddler. Yeah.
So like it
Is what it is.
It was something else, man. I mean, it's like a feeling of God, I can't even think of words right now. It just gives you like a feeling that you've never felt before. Like all of a sudden you have almost 100 people that are blowing your chat up with emotes and saying what's up, trying to talk to you, and it's like
You're sitting there trying to think of how to respond to it all, and you're just like,
it's like what do I do?
I should do this. I should do this. I should do this, and they try to do it all at once, and then it's like I'm a fail.
Yep. Yep.
I think for me, when I was a kid, I was like super like antisocial. Like when I was younger, I spent a lot of my time, like in high school even, I spent a lot of my time in the library. Like I would be either reading a book or playing a video game, or learning something. That was sort of the way I enjoyed high school. So I never really played a lot of sport. I never really was someone who like hung out with a group of people and like, talk shit or whatever. I was sort of more the kid who was just like, I'm okay with doing this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
This
like
guy right here.
Yeah.
What do you want?
So I was okay with my own company. Do you know what I mean? Like I never really had a problem with that. And I would lose myself in video games or in a book. So that was sort of what I did. Nowadays though, like it's kind of the opposite now. Like nowadays I'm not afraid to speak in front of people anymore. Like when I was in high school and I would do a speech, so you do speeches in English class, whatever it was, I would start to shake uncontrollably to the point I couldn't hold the cue cards. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't do it. Like I tried really hard to do it because I love debate, right? And I loved watching debates, and I would love to be a part of a debate. And that's why nowadays I do this podcast, is because I love to conversate with people and learn things about people and have a good time with that. And like, you know, I love to talk now. But before, I would say nothing, because I was just terrified of public speaking. I was terrified of talking in front of people.
This a year ago, or a year and a half ago, I'd been like, I don't know, man.
I'd just be like, I'm just gonna go back to my book and mind my own fucking business. But like nowadays, when I travel, I always travel by myself, and I always meet people on the way. Like, you know, I travel the whole of America by myself.
I'm glad I was the only one who got scared by that.
I traveled the States by myself, and I learned and I met people. I traveled. I go on cruise ships by myself, like do a 10-day cruise ship by myself. Like, people don't do that shit. Like, it's odd, but I like it because like I just meet people. You know what I mean?
I will be back in like 2 minutes here.
Nah, you're all good, man.
Hey, Rugged, get some questions from chat real quick. This motherfucker definitely wants to go back to the bathroom. That's why you see him pacing back and forth and jumping up.
Nah, you're all good.
To the bathroom.
You're all good, man.
So, I got a question for you guys when I get back.
Easy. I appreciate you all coming in, by the way. Everybody that's come in from Vanguard's chat, and everyone's come in from Crispy's chat, and you guys have come in from their communities. Also, the people that have come in from my community, as always, I appreciate you guys all being here. This is the first time we've ever done a podcast with 3 people. So normally when I do a podcast, I would do it with 2, just me one-on-one with someone in my community. But yeah, this is a totally different concept for me, and I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. Like, episode 30 felt like it needed something big. You know what I mean? As I've spoken about prior, me and Vanguard did a podcast, but the VOD was taken down for some other reasons on Twitch. So that's the reason I've started doing all the live podcasts on YouTube. But also the same reason is that I'm trying to grow the YouTube channel as well as the Twitch channel, as well as the, you know, other channels that I do, because I want to try and do different types of content that isn't just streaming. Okay, so obviously we have the podcast, which is what we do today. I have another podcast called the Empowerment Podcast, which is with my friend Ken Wick, who is also a streamer and my mate from Jersey. Me and him do a podcast. Basically, it's all focused around people's life perspective, changing your life, confidence in building confidence in character, you know, achieving your goals, you know, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like trying to help people point themselves in the right direction, as opposed to, like, you know, just being a little bit all over the place. So that's the other podcast we do on the Sunday, which is one of my favorite things to do. Like, we're really changing people's lives. I had a lot of really good feedback from that podcast as well. And a lot of people have said to me, hey man, I listened to your empowerment podcast, and all of a sudden I applied for that job that I really wanted to get, or I you know, I asked that girl out that I really wanted to ask out, or, you know, I got off my ass and I went to the gym, or I started eating better, or whatever it might be. It's just little things that we've changed in people's lives, just from doing that podcast on the Sunday. So that's a big one for me, and I'm really, really enjoying that. So we will be doing part 5 of that one tomorrow as well, if you guys are interested. For those of you who have jumped in and followed the YouTube channel, you want to see more content, that one I highly recommend. Even if you go back and watch the first few episodes of that one, it's really, really beneficial. It really is. Like, I've rewatched it twice already myself, and I was in it. So like, it's one of those things that if you take it in and you actually really think about it, and say you're having a day where you're just not motivated, and you watch that podcast, I can almost guarantee you're going to get off your ass and go do what you need to do. It's very, very good for your soul. Anyway.
Get out of my ear. God damn.
He just wants to be close to you, eh?
His nickname's Old Man. All he wants to do is cuddle, sleep, and piss.
That's just when I was living the dream, man. What are you talking about?
Everyone meet Halo, the star of the show. You know,
that's like my cat. All she does is sleep, eat, and shit all day.
Oh,
that's just
Falcon.
the perfect life.
Thanks.
Dogs are so crazy. Yeah, they're so unconditionally loving. Like, they just do anything. You know, it's crazy. Like, I mean, I know my cat loves me, but at the same time, I know she's a cunt. So
His tongue went in my ear.
Like-
God damn. Fuck.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
So I have a question for you guys.
Yeah, go for it.
What is in your not opinion, but what do you guys think is the most annoying thing from like Twitch does in a sense? And I'll give you guys mine.
Wait,
but
say
I want to
that
hear
one more time.
what is the most
'cause I
annoying
had audio in my ear.
most annoying thing from Twitch, like rule or just anything? Like what's one thing you'd either change or whatever? It like literally anything. Okay, get down, put it back. Put it back.
I guess. Do you want to go, Rugged?
For me, I don't know. Like, I don't really understand the context of the
You
question.
guys mine. So mine, like the most annoying thing is like everyone always wants to vibe out. Everyone wants to always be hyped, right? What's a very good way of showing like the mood of the stream? Music. The DCMA, like I understand it, but it's all on YouTube. All their music's on YouTube. All their music's on all these different platforms, and that's what you're gonna use. And so the creator or the industry is still technically getting money from you if you're playing it. Like I use Spotify, and they're still technically getting promoted that way. Like if you know the artist. So I have like different playlists. I have a stream playlist for non-copyright, or like on nights that I just don't care, I'll play anything. I think the DCMA rules are a little much, but I've only seen them enforced on very, very few streamers.
Yeah.
So I wish like it would just they make it like, okay, just put in your thing any music or in your like about me or whatever. I don't own rights to this music. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Because I think Twitch is maybe viewing it as I'm making money off of their music, but in reality, it's just background noise or whatever.
So, DMCA all comes down to the. So like, I don't even know.
Like
I'm just
smaller
gonna say the first person that pops into my head, I guess, Lil Wayne for a rapper, I guess. So like Spotify, they pay artists to have their music there. Artists make money off Spotify, I guess. All music is copyrighted, I guess, is the way to put it.
Yeah, if they're a big label. So like I play a lot of Netflix. 99% of their music is non-copyrighted. And I did a lot of research before creating that playlist when they started actually hammering down a lot on DCMA, because on Mixer I played whatever I wanted. Nothing ever happened. But I started playing some other music beginning of Twitch, and I was getting messages and stuff like emails like, hey, your channel or your whole video has been muted. Or if you look back at your VODs and stuff. I did in the beginning, and I got one of my VODs. So I did the IRL stream where we were playing Cards Against Humanity, not last weekend, but the weekend prior. Yeah. My whole stream got taken down. Like my stream got shut down.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And the one VOD got taken down completely. I didn't even get an email. But then I restarted the stream, and then it just the VOD didn't update. It was just like so I could view it, and I'd have to make it public.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of DCMA, but I didn't get any emails from that one.
That's weird. I mean,
so a lot of
everybody knows that I play copyrighted music throughout my whole stream, but I also mute my VODs. If you mute your VODs, Twitch has no way to find out about it, you know.
Yeah, so what I've noticed is Twitch will automatically mute sections of like songs. But I like the DCMA, like the artist is still making money.
I guess Rugged, you don't really play music, do you, on stream? I never really noticed that you.
No, I only play when it comes to music. I usually create my own, or
we just watch you for your sexy voice, anyways. So.
I usually create my own music, or I use copyright free tracks. For me, it's more I think like I used to play music throughout my entire stream pretty much. Like when I first started and when I was streaming like probably 6 months ago or so, I used to play like everything I wanted, no matter what it was. But I come from a family full of musicians, right? Now I'm gonna
Really?
so like my father is a musician and that's what he does for a living. So like I understand it from both perspectives because he's also on Spotify and like I had this conversation with him about this not long ago. And I will have
Is he
him.
recently well known in Australia? I don't want to interject, but like,
No,
I'm
he's
curious.
been.
I mean, you have me curious now.
He's more of like a. He's more of
This is
like
what the fuck is
a. What would you call it? He basically plays in a band for like clubs and pubs and stuff. So he's like a pub circuit.
A small
band.
town, as like a small town artist. In a
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Can you plug his Spotify so I can like follow it?
Yeah, his Spotify should be Bobby Benton or under Daniel Trevor. So one or the other. I can't remember which one it is. But he basically plays like it's more like 60s, 70s rock, that kind of stuff, that kind of genre. He writes his own music and all that kind of stuff as well. So
Wait, it was Bobby Benton or what?
or Daniel Trevor. I can't remember which one he has it under though. He has two aliases and one of them is his real name. So. But yeah, so
Is it Trevor Daniel by chance?
possibly, maybe, I don't know. I'll find it for you guys. I'll put it in the chat. But basically, I spoke to him about this whole what conversation we're just having right now. So like, I said to him, I said, "What do you think about the whole thing about like muting things and stuff for DMCA and stuff?" And he said, basically, the way he goes about it, because he does record artists as well, because he has a recording studio like in the area where we live, and he records a lot of local artists and a lot of internationals and stuff, and he does that kind of stuff. But
I'm sorry if you could hear that.
but basically what he's doing, what he said to me is like he's like Spotify doesn't pay their artists enough money, right? He said unless you are getting millions and millions of plays, you're not getting any money from Spotify. That's basically what he mentioned to me. He's like, now if you then, I said, so what's the disincentive for like me to play your music on my stream? He's like, well, the thing is, right, is like I'm not getting paid for that as a small artist, right? As a bigger artist, right, they're getting paid regardless because of label advertising or whatever it might be, or subscriptions or like investments in the company that they're being played through or whatever. But he said Twitch can't allocate that. Okay, they don't know you're playing from Spotify. They don't know you're playing from YouTube. They don't know you're playing from all these different places. So
True.
yeah, so basically, like you could be playing from downloaded MP3s as far as they're concerned. So that's the reason they have to mute it, because they don't have the capacity to pay individual artists based on what you're playing in your stream, because that's too complicated and too convoluted to work out. So they have to mute it for that reason. And I totally understand that. That's the other thing too, coming from a different perspective again, is that if you were a musician, right, and someone was playing your music on Twitch, and that person was getting paid in subscriptions and you weren't getting a cent, how would you feel about it?
True.
How would you?
I know exactly the reason behind the DMCA thing. So like I get where you're coming from.
That's what I mean. So like from his perspective and from a musician's perspective, I agree with the rules, because it's a disincentive for people to play copyrighted music because of their VOD mutes and stuff like that. And also, like, again, you're on a subscription-based like profit. You know what I mean? You're getting paid in subscriptions. If you're using other people's music to that, who have spent fucking, I don't know whether you guys have ever written a song, but it takes a long time to write a fucking song.
I have actually, believe it or not, I have.
Yeah, so it's a lot of work. Like, it's like creating a video, right? It's like say you spend like a week creating a song or a video, right?
I was just gonna say it took me days.
And you put it up. And you get 10 views or 20 views or something. You're like, okay, I wish I got more. And then somebody who has like 1 million subscribers goes and fucking plays your song, right? And you get nothing from it and they get 100 subscriptions. How do you feel about that?
At the same time, though, you could blow that person up.
Yeah, but are they going to do that for a bigger artist?
There's a
Probably
funny
not.
story I actually have behind that, and I don't know how factual or true it is, but do you know who I don't want to plug in, but I'm just gonna say it. Pac-Man. Everybody knows who Pac-Man is, right? Pac-Man FPS.
I don't know who he is.
You don't. Well, I mean, you're Australian though, I guess. So he's a U.S. streamer, but like he's really big. Like his big thing is he's streamed every day for like he's on the grind for like 600 something days now. Like he's really well known on TikTok and stuff like that. But like the song Heat Waves, we all know that song, right?
Yeah.
That song was never really like mainstream until he started playing it on stream and putting it in TikToks. And that song just blew up out of nowhere. But I'm not trying to like say it's okay to play DMC, copyrighted music, even though I do it all the time. But I mean, like, I guess most of the music I play is artists who are, I mean, we're talking like
very well off,
worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Is it still does that justify it though?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's just what I was gonna say, though. That's just what I was gonna say.
Like
See, now you got me contemplating my choices for stream.
Well, the other thing is, right, okay, here's another way of looking at it, right? So if you go to a concert, right?
Yep.
You pay for a ticket. Yeah?
Yep.
Pay for a ticket, you go in there, you buy merchandise, which goes to the band, obviously. You listen to the show, the production of the show alone costs millions of dollars, right? So you're covering the cost of production by buying a ticket and buying merch, right? And then, they don't get all that money. A lot of money goes from promoters. A lot of money goes to labels.
Yep.
A lot of money goes to this and that and the other. And so at the end of the day, an artist who isn't, Metallica is earning chips over coin. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of money, right? And then, some fucking little fucking streamer goes and plays their songs every single day, right? And what benefit are they going to get out of that, right? Nothing, probably.
Nothing.
But if say Tim the Tap Man decided he was going to play Metallica all day, Metallica's fucking record sales would probably go up. Do you know what I mean? And so that would probably not be the worst thing in the world. So I understand what you're saying when it comes to like free advertising and stuff like that. But for our channels, right? We're not Tim the Tap Man. We're not Dr. Disrespect. We're not fucking playing. We're not. If we play an artist, no one's gonna give a shit. Okay, so you got to remember that too.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. So yeah, I'm just trying to all I'm doing is trying to see it from a different perspective.
Oh fuck my knee.
I felt that. I felt it through your fucking camera just then.
Okay, so
I just hit this block that I have installed on my desk. What happened was a long time ago I raged at COD and I I'm knocking shit over. I slammed my desk and I broke it. Like the pin came through the top of the desk.
Shit.
I got so mad I just bam. So I had to put this block under there and I just smoked that block so hard when I sat down. Oh man.
Massive.
And I've had 2 knee surgeries already at 28. So I'm gonna feel it tomorrow.
Yeah, you're old man.
I know all about knees, bro. I don't have any fluid left in my left knee. It all came out. I know all about that shit.
I have degenerative cartilage disease, or I don't know what the fuck they actually call it, but the cartilage in my knees is just deteriorating over time on its own. It's almost gone, and I have tears in my meniscus, and they couldn't fix them because they're so old. And I'm an old man. I'm 28 with the body of a fucking 50-year-old.
You want to? Oh, they did away with them. I was gonna tell you, I got a survey for you to take, but it's military only. The GAT survey, the global health assessment tool. Oh my God, I was 19 or 20. I took that survey at 20, and they did away with it because people started getting really depressed because of it. I was 20 years old. I took the survey. I answered on. I was like, I'm gonna be as honest as I can. It's like your physical age, 20. Your body's age, 43. I was like, bruh. And I was fit as hell. I deadlifting almost 600 pounds in the gym every day, 2 times a day. I was like, God damn.
It's gonna be rugged in a fucking month here.
I took that test, a similar test like that, prior to a 12-week fitness course I did, probably like a couple of years ago. And basically what I did was, it's like, so they take your body scan, all right, and they do a body scan, and then they do like all your weight and your height and your BMIs and all that kind of stuff, and then you do like a fitness test, right, prior to starting the course, and it's a 12-week, fitness course. Like it's 3 days every week of just really high intense training. Like it's crazy intense. And then also, you throw in like the other bits and pieces you're doing during the week, like your weight training as you would normally do and stuff like that. Anyway, so like when I started the course, I was, how old was I? I was 29 when I did the course. And so like they said, they say what age you should be and what age your body represents. Do you know what I mean? So I was 29 and my body represented a 28-year-old. So I thought, oh, that's good. I'm gonna go with that. A couple of my mates did it though, and same thing, right? One of my mates, 19 years old, and he had the body of a 41-year-old, right? Because he was like extremely overweight too, though. Like, he was like,
I was 190
not in a good way. Yeah, he was
190 when I did that. And I was 6'1". I was like, how?
Yeah, he's like 6 foot, but he was like 300 pounds. Like he was a big dude. But like but by the end of the course, he'd knocked nearly 10 years off.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's because he lost heaps of weight, and I was training him at the same time. Because I've done a lot of personal training and stuff in my time as well, like as hobbies and stuff like that, but also been in the gym a lot of my life. So it's kind of like I was able to sort of help him a bit. And we did all that kind of stuff. And like, it was good. By the end of it for me, I didn't really it didn't change much for me. Like I didn't see much difference. Like I think I dropped like 1 year off and I put on I literally lost no weight and put on no weight. Like I was the same weight when I finished as I started. So like it was just like, because a lot of people lost like 10 kilos, which is like what, 25 pounds or whatever. Like they lost a lot of fucking weight. And for me, I literally lost nothing. I think I put on weight. So like, but I didn't have weight. I didn't have weight to lose either at that point though. I've put on weight since. So like for me, when I was in my mid-20s, I did a lot of under 70 kilo weight training, like bodybuilding stuff. So like body composition, flex posing, that kind of stuff, right? So but I had to be under 70 kilos in the category that I was in. So I was 68 kilos and probably I was the same height, all that kind of stuff. Never grown since I was fucking 18. But what I'm saying is basically I was 68 kilos then, and I was, I was pretty shredded, looked pretty good. But at the same time, I was literally so strict on my diet that I couldn't even waver. Like if I had a cheeseburger, I would fucking die. Like, you know what I mean? I just couldn't. It was literally it was chicken. It was chicken and broccoli and a fucking shitload of cardio. You know what I mean? Like it was horrible. It was horrible, man. Like, and it was just it was like eating dude, it's like eating cardboard every day. Like it was disgusting. Like, I hated it, but I looked fucking fantastic, but I didn't feel fantastic. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like I was fit. I just felt like I was kind of my body was it's like, a supermodel. Yeah, it's like supermodels, right? You know how they have to be skinny or whatever, and they are, but they fucking starve themselves, to be that skinny, So at the end of the day, it's what I was trying to get at the end of this. I'm now 84 kilos, right? So the difference between just 5-6 years and now, because I'm 32 now, I'm 84 kilos, and I'm literally the healthiest and fittest I've ever felt. So that's the crazy part about that, right? What are you doing?
What the hell happened?
I'm still here.
Crispy.
Oh, he's got something up. He's putting up something.
It won't show you guys.
Screen share. Oh.
Is it showing you now?
What are we watching?
Or is it just black?
It's black.
I'm trying to show you guys the 310-pound crispy.
I was going to show you. Yeah, I was going to try and show you guys the 100 and
but it
or
won't.
250-pound me. That
But
was
it won't work, and I don't know why.
It's fucked up all my cameras.
Wait, did it really?
Yeah.
actually, I got it up on mine. You got to actually click watch. I saw it. It's your graduation.
Oh yeah. So you okay? Stream
Hold
won't be
on.
able to see it, but if you want to look rugged, I guess you got to click watch.
Yeah, I just saw it. I saw a brief. It like popped up and then disappeared.
I have a different picture up now, but it's still
It's not.
the same.
It's just a black screen for me.
Yeah, I
But
got
I saw
Do I
the.
have to go-
Okay,
do I have to
there
go
we
full
go.
there it
screen?
is.
There we
There
go.
it is. Good job. I'm just gonna say good job.
That's me
Wow,
in
dude.
2011, obviously.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's some wild stuff. But I just wanted to show you guys that it's just brought back some memories.
Yeah, I understand. That's wild.
Hey, good job to you. Like
Talking
a year
about
and a
weight
half
loss
ago,
and
I was
stuff. I'm
250.
187 now.
I got a question in the chat from Ted. What made you get into streaming, or who influenced you to start? Is that a question
Who's
for
that
all of
question?
us, Ted?
It might be for you.
For me particularly.
I
might be.
got the answer.
Mhm.
I'll answer it real quick, and then if he says it's for you, Rugged. But so who got me into streaming? So I mentioned it earlier. One of my buddies got me in. MNG Sinister was his name. MNG Misfit Nation Gaming. That was the first gaming group I've ever been a part of. We were growing to try and be a professional stream team or gaming team. Obviously since stepped from them. My old gamer tag used to be MNG_VanguardShooter. Very long to spell. Very annoying to log into stuff.
That's so
But,
weird, MNG, dude, because that used to be like the first ever clan I started when Modern Warfare came out. Minnesota Gamers, MNG.
Yeah, we were Misfit Nation Gaming. We were constantly gaming on COD. We played Ark. We did all these different games, and like we became alphas on Ark. We're very good at. We're all decent at COD. We started off on PUBG though. That's where we all like came together. We all met on PUBG. I got invited into them right after they formed. It was MNG, Sinister, Rifle, and a couple others. And then we got one guy in there that started streaming. And then they were like, "Hey, Vanguard, you would be great for streaming because like you have the personality for it." And literally, that's why I started on PUBG. I was very good at PUBG. Like I was facing FaZe Clan members, like in tournaments and stuff like that. And that's actually why I stepped away from PUBG was because of FaZe.
Right.
After a tournament that they got caught cheating, and they were like, "Nah, they just we'll kick them, but they still got first."
Okay.
But yeah, that was annoying. That fuck that tournament. It was like a $10,000 tournament too, and since then, I was on Mixer, and I heard about when Mixer shutting down. I dug into that. I was like, I wanted to know why Mixer shut down. Kind of fucked up on Mixer's end. Why they got
That
shut
made
down.
no sense, man.
Do you actually know the real reason? It was racism.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so the person that was in charge of like the affiliate program and partner program, it was a female. She was like, I control these people's lives. Like I'm in control of their lives. And then come to find out that she would not let this person of color make partner. Like she's like she should do better with her life and this and that, like go back to the olden days, like old days. And I was like, that's fucked.
Yeah, right.
Like if you know what I mean by back to the old days. I'm not going to actually say what she said, but
We can get the picture.
Yeah, that's
and it took a lot of digging to actually figure that out, and actually some people that I've talked to back then. And I was like, I'm honestly glad to step away from it. And that's when Facebook started up with their gaming. I was like, so I was torn between going Facebook or Twitch. Thinking back, I probably should have went Facebook just because of how new it was. But
don't think that I know people who are partner on Facebook and they hate it.
yeah, so I was like, should I go Facebook? Should I go
They're,
Twitch?
They're
And I chose
actually
Twitch.
Facebook isn't paying them money that they've earned.
That's fucked.
Like, so they have stars where we have bits, right?
Yeah.
Same difference. A star is whatever, a penny, whatever, roughly. Well, I know a streamer who's Facebook partner, and I wish he would come back to Twitch because he's got like 20,000 followers on Twitch. But he was just talking about on Twitter how he's not getting payouts for his stars.
Is that why Trey came back?
Trey Trey had some shit going on. But like,
okay.
so this guy, he's talking about how he's not getting all of his payouts. Like, Facebook is literally keeping money from their partners that they're earning, you know, that people are donating to them. They're just keeping it and not giving it to them.
Yeah, that's a good reason to fuck off from there.
Well, yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, I had an issue with Twitch in the beginning when I first made affiliate, because I made affiliate in a month. Like, it was very quick for me making affiliate because of my Mixer following, but I ran into an issue in the beginning with Twitch, and they fixed it right away. So like, kudos to Twitch for that. They're like, oh yeah, we shorted you like $50 or something. It was nothing major. Like, I wasn't actually mad. I was like, hey, like, I did the math. Like, you guys shorted me, and they're like, oh yeah, and they fixed it right away. It was just a little glitch that happened in their system.
Yep.
And since then, all my stuff has been on point, right where it needs to be. But so, like, huge shout out to MNG Sinister for getting me into streaming as it is. And I like Crispy, how you started Xbox and a camera. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna stream without a camera. Like, that is first thing I bought was some shitty Logitech camera. And now I got a really decent Logitech. Next is a DSLR camera to make things better on for quality. And then obviously you guys will get more here when I finally get into my forever home and I actually have a room dedicated to streaming. This is literally an open room that's next to my living room.
Makes sense.
And I have 2 full streaming setups. Oh, by the way, that I bought that thanks to the community, like the awesome you guys. That was bought. That
Nice.
goddamn fucking chair. That thing weighs like 80 goddamn pounds.
Yeah, they're not light, hey.
No, this one is like,
you guys are lucky. I'm jealous.
This Technique chair I got, phenomenal. That fucking thing.
All right, y'all are about to see some shit. Don't laugh, okay? This is gonna be on the internet forever.
He's gonna He's gonna
be
make partner and have that chair.
You can see through it. You can see through it for one, right?
Oh my.
And then I sit on 4 inches of fucking memory foam, bro.
I didn't know that. Oh, fucking rip the turkey fucking uh-oh.
I can't unsee that shit, eh? What the fuck is that?
I love this podcast. This is my favorite podcast ever. It's gone from ups, downs to this.
That's fucked. It's hilarious though. I mean, that's so.
Hey,
that's so sad, guys.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a pillow under there too.
Oh shit!
That pillow has seen better days, bro.
Yeah, you need to get a new pillow.
When I mail out your banner, I'm gonna mail out you a fucking pillow too.
Dude, make sure it's a my pillow though.
I'll send you my pillow that is upstairs. Like, that thing is this goddamn thick.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh fuck.
Well, to answer Ted's question, after I've been scarred for life by Chrissy's fucking foam ass.
Hey, can we start a GoFundMe real quick?
Yeah, we should probably raise some money so Crispy can buy a chair that works.
Hey, my next charity stream, guys, raising money for Crispy to get a fucking chair.
Yeah.
It's either a chair or I upgrade to PC, but honestly, the
chair is probably more important, to be honest. Like,
nobody complains about my streams. I mean, I've been told they look like they're 1440p.
That's good. That's very good.
So
you should have good internet connection, I'm sure.
I do, but the Series X too is also just it's phenomenal. That paired with the Elgato, what the fuck do I even have? HD 60s.
I got a one I'm gonna be giving away here soon. I got a HD 60s Plus that might be a giveaway. Little plug there, but
nice.
I gotta work some stuff out, see how things are gonna go with that setup over there. So yeah,
Nice.
So Rugged, how did you get into
Yes.
streaming? Who or what made you get into it?
I got into streaming over a bet over a case of beer.
That's been yeah, fuck. Cheers.
So
I'll drink some water with that.
So as the story goes, if you guys know who Ragnar AU is, Ragnar AU is one of my good friends in real life, Aaron. He, me and him have been friends for like over a decade. Like we've known each other longer than he's been married to his wife. Like we're kind of like, longer than he's even known his wife. So
he's cheating on his wife with you.
yeah, 100%. We have that joke a lot. But we've known each other for a very long time, and we're both mechanics by trade too. So like we have a lot in common. And he said we used to game together. We play COD together and stuff. Like, and we were like even back in the days of Modern Warfare 2, we were playing like custom multiplayer lobbies with like all our friends at work and all that kind of shit, right? So that's where it all started. And he said to me one day, he says, "I'm streaming on Twitch." And I go, "I don't know what that is." And he's like, "No, I'm streaming on this." Like, what is Twitch? He's like, "Oh, basically what happens is like I play video games and other people watch me play video games." And I'm like, I said to him, "Look, first of all, that sounds really stupid, right? And second of all, who the fuck is going to bother to watch me play a video game that poorly?" Like, I was like, "Dude, what, like, why is that something that you think is a good idea?" And he's just like, "Well, I'm not very good at it either." I'm like, "So why the fuck are you doing it?" So he's just like, "I don't know. It's fun. Just try it." I'm like, "All right." I said, "So what do you need?" He's like, "Okay, well, we're going for affiliate." I'm like, "Well, what's affiliate?" And he's just like, "We need 50 followers or we need 3 average viewers. I need to stream for like 12 hours or something over like a week." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "That doesn't seem like that much." And he's just like, "You don't think so?" But then it's like really hard to find those things. And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So he said, "I bet you couldn't get to affiliate before me." And I was like, "I bet you a case of beer that I could." And he's just like, "Why do you bet that? You don't know anything about it yet." And I'm just like, "Yeah, but I have more social medias than you, so I'm going to definitely get there quicker." And he's just like, "Yeah, bullshit." Anyway, he's already at 30 followers and I beat him. Because basically I have a bit, well, I have business socials. Like, so I had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of followers.
You
on
already
different,
had a foot in the door.
yeah, and personal socials as well. So I had personal socials, business socials, connections inside different bits and pieces. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna beat you straight up. And I did beat him. He was really salty about it too. But like, that was how I started doing it. And like, my first streams were literally, I had an Xbox. I had my Xbox and I had an external monitor, which is the same monitor that I have in front of me now, my gaming monitor.
This monitor that I'm looking at right here is
yeah.
Same as I started with.
And I had basically like my laptop, my work laptop. I would use my work laptop. I loaded Streamlabs onto my work laptop and I would like plug my Xbox into my computer. And that was how I streamed. And it was fucking terrible. Like it was like in like 160p. Like you couldn't even fucking see my face. It was that pixelated because like I was streaming from my parents' house. Because I didn't have internet hooked up at my house at the time. So like what I would do is like my parents would like when I was living, used to live like a couple of suburbs away from my parents. And so I would just drive down at nighttime, plug all my shit in at my parents' house.
But I'm bringing the headset with me because I want to hear this.
Yeah, you're all good. I would like literally spend nights where I would like drive down to my parents' house at like 7:00 and then like plug everything in and then use my parents' internet because my internet sucked. And then like I'd unplug everything at like midnight and I'd come back. And it was just like such a massive effort. Like, I don't know if you've ever like had to set up things and unset up things multiple times, but it fucking annoys the shit out of me. Even if it's just
I used a MacBook when I first started to view my stuff. It was miserable. It was yeah.
Bro. But yeah, so that was how I started and since then now we have this. So, it's come a long way. So
yeah, just over time, like over streaming. So actually I'm starting to do something. I promoted it earlier on my stream. So I started off and I just slowly, and when I put in like the donation stuff, like all the money does go back to the stream. That's how I have this 3-monitor setup, the PC, everything. Actually, I still have yet to pay the PC. Well, the PC's paid, but
I can hear your shit chair from here. Straight.
that's why I just stopped.
Just the spring is just like.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Bro, I reckon if I gave that thing a fly kick, it would break in half. Honestly, like,
Probably.
Jesus.
Fuck, I'm chucking it in break with him rocking in it.
Oh my
He's
god,
gonna
dude.
fucking fart in that chair. That shit's gonna fall apart.
Mate, you fast the foam a lot on fire, like just. Like, why does my ass hurt?
Oh, I fucking love you guys.
I've seen packing boxes with more foam in it, like.
Fuck you. Hey,
you
have you
get
guys
that
ever
out of an
tried this
Amazon
stuff?
box? Yeah. Yeah, the black can tastes like ass. The white one's decent.
I had the white one today. It was all right.
It's just fucking water in a can, isn't it?
It literally is.
Pretty much.
The biggest
It says it's
scam
water
in the
from
world.
elves, but like, I don't know.
I've heard of fucking pyramid schemes and scams, but that one takes the cake.
I'm
Buy
a water
water.
snob, believe it or not.
You know, water's
My
free,
favorite
right?
water is called
Water
what the
connoisseur.
fuck is what's the name? It's like Wakia, but it's like Hawaiian volcanic like lava rock. It's like filtered through lava rock. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it tastes so much different than other spring waters, man. I'm telling you. He's shaking
best-
his head. He's like, you
The
dumb
best
son
spring
of a.
water, Beauty Redeem and Hydrate. Ugh,
It's
I
a
love water.
scam.
That's very, very convenient there, Beauty Redeeming
It's
Hydrate. When we're
just
talking about fucking water. But no, the best water, honestly, I've ever had is from where I live. There's a natural spring that runs through the mountains, and literally my dad, grandfather, and uncles set up a hose connected to that spring, running through moss and everything, into another pool that has a hose that ran out and just poured onto the ground. We
Fun
literally
fact.
would take 5-gallon jugs and fill them up, or gallon jugs at a time, fill them up every time we go beer hydrate. That would be a Sippo beer there, weirdo.
Fun
You
fact.
nearly broke the chair with that one. Fucking hell.
Fun fact about moss: if you are ever stranded, I don't even have a line in it. I can't do that yet. If you're ever stranded, like in the middle of nowhere, chat, like in the woods, and you can't find water, you can actually grab moss
And suck the water
and
from it.
squeeze the water from the moss, and that is filtered water.
Yep.
It may not taste the greatest, but it's filtered,
It
and
tastes like
you
shit.
will not
I
die.
promise you.
You know what? We're gonna do something one night, and I'm gonna test your water aficionado skills. Okay, so I'm gonna send you a whole bunch of different bottles of water from different companies. We're gonna put them in glasses, and I'm gonna have you taste
Down.
each one and tell me if they taste any different. And when you confirm to me that it's all just fucking water, we can never have this conversation ever again.
This could be,
So
this
here in the
could be a
States,
YouTube video, man.
Here in the States,
we
though,
can
like,
do this.
legit different. It's the flavor wise is the alkaline level.
shit, I have beer.
I'm very nerdy in science when it comes to stuff like this. It's weird. It's the alkaline level that gives the different tastes and stuff. Like if
Very
you
true.
so here where the water here is actually a lot better tasting than like tap water from like his background up here, New York City.
Hey,
That shit
don't
tastes
say.
like sulfur.
I've
That shit
been-
tastes like sulfur.
Wait, did you just say New York City?
Yeah, that's the Empire State Building behind you, weirdo.
But background. You said background. Never mind.
He's
I'm
like,
this
is it
man-
really?
This man's really trying to tell me I live in New York.
I said background.
Yeah, I feel like New York and Minnesota are very different places.
Beauty said Australia has the best tasting water.
How do you know?
I don't know there, Beauty. That natural
Beauty,
spring back where I
go
live,
put
where
your
I
ass
grew
to
up,
YouTube.
Yeah, the best tasting water
Vanguard.
is not a
Vanguard,
thing.
plug
It's
this
just water. Water is water. It's
Hey, Beauty, hop over to the podcast. Click on that link right there. It brings you right to the live. Make sure you also drop Rugged up here. A follow, subscribe to him on YouTube.
'Cause, I only have room for one chat on my one monitor with my 8-year-old PC. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all different things going on over here.
Along with your
rugged,
Best Buy
us,
office chair.
mine.
Yeah.
I think it was Office Max, to be honest.
Yeah. Did you have to buy them in bulk?
Oh my god! Oh, I gotta go back
It was a buy 20 get one free, you know. Like,
Hey, I gotta.
I think he needs to get some replacements soon.
yeah, you just look like this is the reason he has a green screen. You just look behind him and there's a whole bunch of
he's
just
so
chairs
defeated.
stacked up in the corner. Like just like
Crispy's defeated because of this podcast.
this is the moment.
You know what?
This is the point where he plugs his Office Max sponsorship. You know, like, let us know what you're selling. You know.
You know, it's got a bunch of it's got like a bunch of paperwork on it and stuff, but
So on the top right, it'll have a comment section there, beauty.
That's so beautiful.
That looks more comfortable than the one you're fucking sitting in.
Well, at least that one's made of leather. Like,
yeah, but this one's got Tyvek tape on one arm, like holding the arm together. So
I just bought these for my chair. These are brand new arms for mine. Literally put them on yesterday.
my poor dog.
Sitting in a box over there.
My poor dog is like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?"
I'll be right back in a second, guys. I'm gonna go grab something other than beer.
no, you're all good. You're all
I need
good.
some water because people keep redeeming hydrate.
He's old and he doesn't move.
We'll probably spend another 10 minutes and then we're gonna wrap it up because I gotta go do a whole bunch of other stuff because
Good.
life and other shit. This is the thing about podcasting, right? Is like sometimes I will have a conversation with some people, right? And it'll go for like an hour and a half, and then like it's sort of like, yep, okay, sweet, that was good. We didn't need to go any longer. The thing with you guys is, right, is I didn't put a time on it because I was like, it's you guys. So I'm just thinking to myself, no matter what we do, like we're always gonna find shit to fucking talk about, and we're always gonna have a good time talking about it. So it doesn't matter how long we talk. So it doesn't really matter to me at all.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, honestly, well, it's what right now, 3 p.m., 3:30 for you.
So we've done 2.5 hours of this podcast. So
it's 3:30 for you. It's 12:35 for me, man. I was just gonna say I could stay awake till 5 a.m. We could do this all day, man.
Of course. It's like the thing is too, like for me, it's like I love podcasting. I love talking to people. I love meeting people, learning things about them, and everything like that. But not everyone has the capacity to talk for ages. Do you know what I mean? So some people like. I mean, like even with like certain people who I talk to on the podcast, you can tell it takes them about probably like 10 to 30 minutes to sort of like get comfortable. And then there's a whole like hour where they're just super productive conversations. You know what I mean? So it's like, it does take a little bit to like get warmed up and stuff. But with you guys, we're just a bunch of fucking idiots. So like, I knew exactly what I was going to get when I had you two on together. So I was just thinking to myself, we'll just get you two in, we'll just have a chat. And as long as it goes, however long it goes, I don't really care. Like we're having fun, you know?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
So for this last 10 minutes, what should we talk about?
Mate, well, the thing I probably would like to address, I guess, is we'll do final thoughts when Vanguard gets back. But from your perspective as well, like I want to know what's in the future for you, like when it comes to everything. What's your goal for the year? Like, do you have any? Because this is recorded, right, and this is going to be live for the rest of the time. So I need just in life. I want to like give me an overview. You can do streaming too, but I want to know by the end of this year, what do you hope to achieve? Like, no matter what it is. What is the achievement for the year? What do you have in mind? What are you trying to? What are you trying to strive
Vanguard to get before we do this?
Yeah, we'll wait till Vanguard gets back. But
so while we wait for Vanguard, do I have like time to show some paintings that I've made or? Perfect.
Of course.
I love showing these because everybody loves them, and I'm gonna start doing them giveaways on my channel. I'm gonna start doing them as giveaways.
Wow, that's cool.
The ones on the wall too, but you really can't.
Oh, I can see them. Yeah.
Do that.
Nice. So you do them just like in your spare time?
Yeah, well, so I live in Minnesota and it's really cold here, and I couldn't do them in the winter. Now that it's springtime, I'm going to be able to start doing them again. So this is an experiment. First time I ever tried to do water. Oh, Vanguard's back. Vanguard, go away. That's the first one I ever did. It's a lot of these are on my TikTok too.
Yeah, nice.
And like, so I do custom ones for people, and I've sold actually quite a few. I do a lot of different things. Like
Very nice.
the colors are endless. That's, just a planet with a moon. Like I said, I love showing these because people fucking love them.
That's so cool.
And actually, that's the first one, or this not the first one, but probably the second or third one I experimented with shooting stars.
Yeah.
This one's actually sold, and I still haven't sent it to her, and I feel bad.
How much are you selling them for?
With the flag.
This one, I think this one was 25.
Yeah.
I have someone that wants me to do a huge one, like 5-6 times the size of those. And I have no idea what I'm going to charge her yet. This was the first.
Swim trunks are riding up my shit.
I'm missing one, but it's okay. But this was like the second experimentation with shooting stars. No, that is the first one.
Yeah. So which one are you going to send me?
Dude, how much does it cost to send a piece of paper to Australia?
I have no idea.
Which one do you want?
Well, which one do you think would look good in my house?
Whichever one that you.
The one that looks like it's booty hole.
I'll even make you a new one. We'll get together in Discord and I'll like video call you and show you all my colors and stuff, and I'll make you a custom one, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a big fan of like deep blues and stuff. So yeah, I'd be keen.
Okay.
Everything in my house is pretty much like blue and black. It's just sort of the theme in my house.
I'll make you a special one. Remember that string like with double the size of yours?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, the thigh check.
I'm not doing that tonight. That is not happening.
That's funny as fuck.
Actually, these are a size large and they're really tight. Normally, large is very small.
Dude. None of my clothes fit me right now. I'm like in between like a medium and a large right now.
I'm gonna rip it off the wall. Hang on. Before we finish this up, I'm gonna just rip this off the wall.
I came really easily.
It did. I thought it was gonna be a real struggle.
All right.
That's fucking awesome.
I like that purple.
Yeah, that's nice.
You said you like blues and that stuff, so I mean, like that's
Yeah, that'll look really good in my bedroom. That's all I'm saying.
That might be the one. Oh, I just threw it on the floor.
Might not be now.
No, she's good.
Cheers.
Nah, dude. Like, if I'll DM you and yeah, we'll organize it. I'll get we're gonna send out and I'll put it up on stream as well. That's awesome.
All right, so what about my chat has a joke about a planet?
Oh god.
What's the joke? We'll continue talking once I see the joke pop up.
So what I was gonna say is we're just doing another sort of 10 minutes. So basically, what I was gonna say and it's just saying to Crispy is for the final sort of segment of this podcast, what I want to do is I want to reflect on your guys' stuff and that a little bit more just before we leave, and I also want to get some goals set here live on stream. So
I just ran over my toe. I'm sorry.
Lol. So we hold to them. All right, you fucking degenerate.
Oh my god! I almost screamed way louder.
All right, so
basically, I want you to give me your goal for the year. Okay, by this time, by the end of the year, your goal either on streaming or in life, one or the other or both. I don't mind. Give them to me now, and I'm gonna check with you guys in December, and we're gonna see how far we came. So all right, so give it to me. I got both. Whatever you got, go for it.
All right, so. First thing, here's that joke. Dear NASA, your mom thought I was big enough. Pluto. If you don't understand that, you're obviously too young to be here. Pluto is a planet.
Not more.
Fuck you, Crispy.
Start a hashtag justice for Pluto.
But to answer you rugged. So my goal, for the end of the year, I want to be at least at 1,500. I know it's only 600 away, but like I said earlier, I'm growing one of the hardest ways possible is via word of mouth and Discord, and that's how I'm going to continue to try and grow.
Mm-hmm.
But 1,500 followers and average, I would say viewership averaging. I honestly couldn't put a number on that. Just
excuse me.
right now I'm at an 8 average, but I'd like to be up a lot more than that. And then personal like IRL goal is obviously I get out of the military in October, with a month break. Technically November is when I get out, but I get 30 days off before I officially am out of the military. Is to be settled into my new home and in Texas and started on my my future, my new job, and all that, and
Awesome, dude.
thriving in that sense, for everybody in the family.
Love that. Love that for you, man. Crispy, what do you got for me, man? What do you got?
Sorry, I just got really distracted. I was looking at all my Twitch analytics here because that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, I get you.
So I guess what am I at here right now? I'm right around Vanguard, average of 7.7 viewers. I would honestly like by the end of the year, I would like to see an average of it might be pushing it, but like 30.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking. I just didn't want to put a number on it.
I honestly I have a really good feeling it could come out to be more. I just really have to start thinking about how I'm gonna go about my streams and how I'm gonna interact with my community, how I'm gonna get new people in as far as content on other platforms.
Yep.
I'm like when I say I'm out there supporting, like I'm out there supporting a lot of people, like people who are on the path to partner and who actually pop into my I have partners in my stream almost every stream, like I'm out there supporting as much as I can.
Yeah.
And these partners, they tweet when I'm live, they're very supportive people. So I'm trying to get my average up there to 30. I would love to hit, what am I at right now? 815 followers. I told myself I was going to be at 1,000 by the end of the year. It didn't happen. I started a new job and it kind of took a toll on me.
Yeah.
And it slowed me down a lot, not going to lie. But by the end of what we're saying by December, right? You're going to check in December, right?
Mm-hmm. In December.
Yeah, I'd like to probably be at about 1,500. Not gonna lie, Vanguard, you're right there. I mean, me and Vanguard are about the same size community.
I told you you'd blow up though, because when me and you met, you were at like 250, 300, and I was at 500.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Nice.
That's just stream goals. So I mean, like I want to build. I'm trying to build an amazing community. I have big plans for like a YouTube channel. Like the name CriispyShotz. It's gonna tie into a lot of different things down the line. I just don't have the time to do it right now.
Yep.
So like I'll talk about it now. Like I mean, I have a plan to start a YouTube channel. I'm gonna start with YouTube Shorts.
Yep.
So it's where I've been told to start because I have a lot of great clips. I mean, my TikTok shows that. But so fuck. What was I just saying? I'm thinking of a million different things at the same time right now.
It's all right. What's it? So give me that live
the
goal.
YouTube Shorts. No, yeah, the YouTube Shorts. Sorry. So I'm gonna start with YouTube, and then CriispyShotz is gonna lead into Crispiest Clip of the Week. Like people are gonna submit clips to me via YouTube, and then I'm gonna put out videos or whatever, and you're gonna vote on the Crispiest Clip of the Week. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so that's that life goal. I would like to honestly, life goals is a tough one, man.
It is a tough one.
I would really like to get set into a life career, man. Like I'm 28 years old and I've kind of just been bouncing around the construction field my whole life, I guess.
Fuck me shorts.
And it's like it's beneficial, yes, but at the same time I've been beating my body up. I'm trying to learn, I was trying to learn everything I could so that I could start my own general contracting company to build houses from the ground up.
Yeah.
But now that I look at it, you know, like we talked about earlier, I'm 28 with the body of a 50-year-old. You know.
Yeah, I get that.
It's
being
rough,
trades.
man. Like,
But you're building yourself, and that's what you setting yourself up for success in the future, doing what you're doing. Me, like I kind of screwed myself. I worked 3 jobs before the military, and just joining up for the last 9 years it's put a toll in the sense on the connections I've made, but it's also not taken away from the connections I have for other stuff, making things easier.
Yeah. I understand that. Well, good answers though. Like, I mean, you guys have set yourself some goals, you've set yourself some targets, some physical numbers, and like, you know, basically all I want you to do is just keep them in mind, you know, over the course of this year. And then if you are getting lost or you are getting away from what you thought you were trying to set out to be, you have to adjust. You know what I mean? So like it's sort of like a way of like having an end goal of some sort and keeping yourself on track in order to achieve it. Because you know what? A lot of people, they just take it as it comes every day. And especially when it comes to life and also with Twitch, I think people should be setting themselves goals 6 months down the track, 1 year down the track, not 10 minutes time, because instant gratification only comes, you know, to those watching TikToks, all right? It's not real life, okay? So you need to set yourself, like, things take time, okay? All things take time. Like me going to the gym every day. If I go to the gym one day, I'm not going to see results for that day. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to see those results in a month. You know what I mean? So everything you do and everything you try to push for in life, you've got to set it as a long-term benefit to your life, not a short-term. Because that, like I said, that's why people don't last on these platforms. That's why people, they don't want to put in the time. They don't want to put in the effort. And when they don't see the results, when they do put the time and the effort in, they give up. Okay. But you guys are those kind of people that, especially the reason I have both of you on at the same time with myself, like we're all very similar individuals and we all have the same sort of mindset when it comes to shit. We're like, you know, I wouldn't say we're tough as fuck, but we have put up with a lot of shit in our lives and we've been through a lot of stuff. And at the end of the day, it makes us better people. And we fucking understand how life works. We're realists, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's all going to benefit.
Feed off of what is put in front of us, like in the sense,
Exactly.
in that metaphor, like we pick up and vibe off of what is presented to us and what is around us.
Correct.
If we're surrounded by negativity, maybe we'll go down the wrong path, but we also are grown up enough to like, okay, we're going down the wrong way. Let's go vibe out like with fucking Crispy. Like, oh, I'm going down the wrong path. Hey, let me hit up Crispy and fucking let's vibe out the next night because
you've done
that's
that.
the path I want to go down.
Vanguard's hit me up a lot, honestly.
It
doesn't matter or anything.
I'm a person that holds a lot in. But that's a whole separate time, a separate story. But like we feed off of what is presented around us.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful and grateful for the positive vibes and great community that I've surrounded myself with and that Crispy and you have brought to me. Mm-hmm. Like Rugged, you found me off of a random raid, a raid I got. Who was it?
It's OG.
Yeah, OG. And like everyone's vibed out. Crispy and I met raging at like me calling him a hacker. And we vibed out ever since. I met
Rugged through Vanguard. That's crazy.
Yeah, like, and the connections that you build, the connections that you make, and keep are what makes you who you are as a streamer, who you are as a person, in a sense. And every one of us like good vibes and are always down for a good hyped up time, whether it be playing Apex, playing fucking Fortnite, Call of Duty, any game.
It doesn't matter as long as you're playing with the right people.
Before we go, Rugged, me and you need to get some ranked in soon.
Yeah, for sure, man. We'll definitely key on that.
Be there for that. I don't have Apex on my computer.
As you guys know, I have uninstalled Warzone off my computer. So
I know I'm sad, dude. I'm really sad. Yeah. I wanted to have you in customs.
I know, but I'll still be there to watch them. I think for me, it's just like at the end of the day, I just got sick of playing it because I've spent the last year waiting for it to like get better, and it just got worse. So I'm just like, fuck it.
Beauty. I'd say that's the same thing for the three of us.
Warzone 2 is gonna be your shit.
Look,
so
if it comes back
in my chat, I want to be an
100%.
inspiration to people someday. That I feel like all of us are like you do your motivational stuff, Rugged. Crispy and I are all about good vibes and good times. Like I feel like that helps
I
inspire
would love
people.
to do more motivational
I
stuff. I really
I
would.
think my favorite thing that has ever happened while streaming is people messaging me like, "Hey, thank you for getting me through today. Thank you for getting me through this tough time."
Yeah.
Because I talk to
God, I
people
wish we had
outside
more
the stream,
time.
but it's what we are. Like that's who we are.
Yeah.
Our inspirations, and that's every streamer is an inspiration to somebody. If you don't think if you are averaging 2-3 viewers, like you still are helping somebody, probably. I'm not gonna say guaranteed, but you probably are helping someone get through a rough time, and that makes me feel good. And I know that I've gotten plenty of messages. I'm pretty sure you guys have too. Like Rugged, you said it earlier. Like, hey, thank you, man. Like, everyone keep up the work, and that's a message to every viewer between Ruggeds and my channel. Keep up with what you're doing.
People have given, I think, the whole experience of all of this, like for every single one of us, is that it's given us the opportunities to affect people's lives in ways that we thought weren't possible prior. But also, I mean, look at the amount of money that we've all, raised for charities and stuff like that. Like, all the sacrifices we've made, like, when it comes to time and effort, but at the same time, it was a sacrifice worth making because you get that message afterwards from that person. It's like, hey man, today I had some pretty dark thoughts. Then I come and watch your channel and now I'm in great spirits and I'm doing this, I'm productive and whatever it might be. And that's sort of like that kind of stuff is the reason I do the podcast too. Like I do both podcasts. Like this podcast, it represents the people in the community who I love the most and who I respect the most, and
I'm
who
gonna
I
hold
want
this up too.
everyone to see.
It'll show. That last charity Rugged I did.
Yeah.
That's the little girl that we helped. That is the little girl that we helped.
There you go.
In the last year and a half, the stream alone, and this is big shout out to everybody, is we've raised over almost $2,000 to three different charities.
Yeah.
And that little girl was from St. Jude's, the St. Jude's charity I did. And we put $1,000 towards her.
Yeah. That's good. Well,
and
look,
her family.
Like I said, regardless of all the negativity on the internet and the toxicity from whatever it might be, at the end of the day, stuff like that is what makes it all worth it, And if we can have a few fucking laughs and have a bit of games in between and, make fun of Crispy for his chair, we're having a great time, regardless. So
It's what's the intro to that song?
And it's not the right noise you want, you know what I mean? Like unless something else is going on there. I appreciate you guys coming on. I really do. I really had a great time. You guys, look, like I said, I didn't put much of a time limit on this one because usually I would only do an hour and a half. We did nearly 3 hours. I fucking love you both. I can't wait for everyone else to check you out who hasn't already watched you. For everyone else who doesn't know who these two people are, their links will be in the About section, or already in the About section for this live, and will be on there forever. I have their link trees up and their Twitches and everything like that. So if you guys haven't already followed them on all their socials, go and make sure you do so. And when they stream next, be in their streams, go and say hello and introduce yourself. And I can almost guarantee that once you get in there and you start vibing with them, you're not going to leave. So I appreciate you boys.
I might actually do a very regretful drunk stream when we're done here.
Crispy, I'll be there with you.
Do it.
I've done 6 years. I got right here. I made a Jameson.
Warzone, huh?
Fucking
hey, I ended stream to start up stream for this on me slaughtering people. So we got to continue that, Crispy.
Love it.
You can ask.
I'm gonna slaughter this case of Corona. That's about it.
Yeah, I lost my crown.
This is my one night of like the month to get really litty.
Hey, good shit, Beauty. Hey, Rugged, you just gained another follower from Beauty.
Love that.
She's a good addition to the community. She has.
Well,
good vibes.
I look forward to meeting her.
We'll keep in touch, Rugged.
Easy.
Obviously, like always, you already know I'm gonna be blowing your fucking shit up with toe picks. So
exactly, and that's all I ever asked for, All right, boys. GG's.
I love you,
See you
man.
later.
GG's. Let's
Love you.
go.
Bye.